This webcast presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the official streaming partner of the WPIAL, featuring exclusive coverage of all playoffs and championships, stretching across 10 counties, 2,000 broadcasts a year, live and forever archived. Trib, hssn.triblive.com.
You are listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, the voice of the Highlanders.
At Southmoreland High School for tonight's broadcast of the McGuffey Sports Network. It'll feature your McGuffey Highlanders taking on the Southmoreland Scotties. And tonight I'm Rusty Pitt alongside Zach Waters, and we are bringing you all the action live here tonight from Russ Grimfield. And I'm excited, Zach. It's the first game of the year. It's one of the best times of the year, fall Friday nights in southwestern Pennsylvania. It's time for some football.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hot night tonight down here. Temperatures in the high 80s. Sun's finally starting to go down to our right here in the broadcast booth, but it's back to our favorite time of the year. Things getting back to being semi-normal again. It was a little bit different last year with the pandemic and everything, but it feels great to be back in the broadcast booth and bring everybody some Friday Night Lights yet again. Absolutely, and tonight's matchup, it is a conference matchup, so right off the bat, Southmoreland and McGuffey going to face a conference foe, and we know these games are important, obviously, week one, but they're also important as you get later in the season because you want to make sure you stack. There's a big test, going undefeated. We'll get those to you as best we can. We kind of have a good idea just basically watching who was running with the first team on offense anyways. So we'll get those to you in a little bit. We did get to talk to some of the gentlemen here from Southmoreland, so we have an idea of who's going to be carrying the load most of the time for them on offense. And we do want to thank, once again, all of our sponsors. You're going to hear from them later tonight, but our pregame show, my friend, who is our pregame show sponsor here? Pregame show on the McGuffey Sports Network being sponsored by McKean Plumbing and Heating in downtown Washington, right off West Chestnut Street. For all your plumbing needs, visit McKean. All right. Thank you to McKean Plumbing and Heating. And, of course, we are brought to you by lots of amazing sponsors. Step away right now. We're going to hear from one of them right now. We'll be right back here at Russ Grimfield. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network. And we're carried live on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Welcome back here to Southmoreland High School. Russ Grimfield, Rusty Pitt alongside Zach Waters. Clock to our left says that we have just under 14 minutes remaining until the kickoff of this evening's game. And this is a nice stadium, Zach. We were here a couple years ago, and it was a very big game for both teams. At that time of the year, this is the fall of 2019, if I remember correctly, both teams came in 5-0 to that one, and it was a packed house and a packed media booth, too, because we had to share space. I think Westmoreland Sports Network was here, too. They had their whole thing going. And I forgot to mention too. Speaking of everything going on tonight, we got to thank our man, Mr. Kevin, over there in the booth right beside us, running the video. So thank him.
Yes, thank you to
so
Kevin
much
for running the video for us tonight. And yeah, it was a very packed house when we were here back in 2019. We were elbow to elbow. I mean,
yeah.
Not that I didn't want to be sitting pretty close next to you, but
Well, in
a bit too
October,
close
I think
for-
that was October or late September, so that's okay. Right now, it's a little sticky, so I'm welcoming the little more sparse press box tonight, so that's great. But I started to say this field's really awesome. It's nestled right in kind of this little valley out here by Scottsdale, and Scottsdale's Arizona, Scottsdale, Pennsylvania. There we go. And the field house, when you come in, I just like the way it's laid out. They got this big open area where you can kind of walk through where all the restrooms and the concessions, everything is, and it opens right up onto the stands. We see the McGuffey band across the way over in the visitor stands. Right now, they're the ones over there, but we had a nice crowd down here below us, and that, as you mentioned, big difference from last year, at least at the beginning of the season, the welcome sight to see all these fans in the stands right now, and that makes it me even. I was excited last year just because high school sports kind of gave us a little bit of semblance of some normalcy at the beginning of the fall or end of summer. And we've kind of been in that mode for quite a while. But it's getting back here into high school sports, it's great to see all these parents, fans, and players and everybody back out here in the field and ready for this matchup.
And I think one of the bigger things, if we can really take away from it even, is the student section. I mean, the student section kind of is what makes the home and the away games pretty enjoyable and pretty memorable for the stands and the fans. They kind of get everybody riled up. They're the real big cheerleaders of these games. Set aside from the cheerleaders on the field or the bands in the stands playing the music. But, I mean, the student bodies, I feel, last year really missed out. Halfway through the season, whenever they were finally starting to allow some fans back into the stands and to give you some type of normalcy. But here we are a year later. Everything's kind of changed for the better, and it's just a fantastic sight to see, as you said, with everybody being back into the stands. It's really the sights and the sounds. It's really going to make this an enjoyable season for everybody across Western Pennsylvania.
Now, as we mentioned, our matchup here is a conference game tonight. We've got a few other scores we'll keep an eye on today. It's in 3A football. We've got the matchup here, of course, McGuffey, Southmoreland. There is a matchup tonight between Burl and Mount Pleasant, and then we've also got Albert Gallatin and York. York just down the road. I drove past that school on the way in here today. But to kind of give you a rundown, might as well give you a rundown of the schedule where we're going to be and where McGuffey will be this year coming up. So as you mentioned, week 0, I guess, is this week. Southmoreland. Obviously, we are at Southmoreland today. Next week, on the 3rd of September, we're going to be home against Brownsville. After that, McGuffey travels to Stowe Rocks on the 10th. They'll be home again against Charleroi. Following week on the 24th at Fraser. Another road game taking on the familiar foe from last year, Lindsley Academy out of Wheeling. They'll be at Lindsley next year, so kind of a home-and-home series they're doing with them. They played that prep school last year. That was the first loss of the year for McGuffey. That was a tough matchup and a very hard-fought game. Back at home on October 8th against Waynesburg. A road game after that at Chartiers Houston. Home again for the last home game of the year against Best Center. That's on October 22nd. And finally, wrapping it up at, once again, a familiar foe, Wash High. That one on October 29th at Wash High Stadium. And that one always ends up being a great game, and a heated rivalry between these two. Obviously, McGuffey got the better of them last year, and it kind of set them on the right path for the regular season. This year, they're playing at the end of the year, which is kind of typically that's where we're used to seeing the Wash High McGuffey game. So back in late fall, or I guess mid-fall, but late season. Yeah, in this case.
Kind of ironic, though, as you said, going down through the schedule. Only 4 home games for the Highlanders this year. A lot of traveling on the road, but it's going to be, again, I've been saying it the entire pregame here. It's going to be a very exciting season. I think they have a lot to pick up from last year in that 20-13 defeat against Stowe Rocks in the opening round of the playoffs, which was a quick exit for the Highlanders and a very shocking exit, if you will. They weren't expecting to be ousted so early on after such a very strong performance in their season last year.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the team now that they keep making the postseason every year. A couple years ago, they made it into the second round. They had knocked off Southside, and then had that tough game that they played up there at Montour Stadium. And yeah, this is a new year. A lot of new starters, some experience though. And you mentioned before you went on the air the depth, and that's what we're going to get into here shortly.
And I stand corrected. It was not Stowe Rocks. I do apologize. It was Sierra Catholic in the opening round.
Sierra Catholic was their first round opponent last year. starters as we know them, at least from the skill positions, and I'm going to try to give you the line as best as possible. Like I said, we're trying to get these off the reps, so these are not official by any means whatsoever, but we did see Philip McEwen, number 2, lining up at quarterback, wide receiver Kristen Cipoletti, as well as number 84, Travis Wright. We've also getting some reps at running back, number 23, Kyle Brookman, number 30, Eric Donnelly, number 44, Jeremiah Johnston. As far as the offensive line, once again, tried to get as best I could. The gentleman lining up there with the first team, I got Evan Brookman, number 51, Troy Falas, 55, Ryan, Jaden McConnell, 64, Hunter Henderson, 67, Cody McKee, 79. So I apologize if we're missing anybody there. Like I said, we kind of did as best we could because we did not get a chance to talk to the coach and get their final starting lineup. But we will correct any mistakes once we get these guys out on the field and get to see it for ourselves. For Southmoreland, you did get some skill position guys there. If you want to go run down through who we'll get to see carrying the ball and moving the offense for the Scotties.
So leading the Scotties tonight will be number 5, Anthony Govern, the senior quarterback, coming in at 6'1", 225. He's going to have multiple options, either hand the ball off to or find someone through the air. We'll check out his 2 featured wide receivers. Number 22, Isaac Trout, the senior wide receiver, coming in 5'10", 170. As well as number 25, J.J. Bloom, also a senior wide receiver, coming in at 6'1", 150. As far as the run game for the Scotties, you're going to see a couple different people trying to carry the ball. Number 7, Josh Bass being 1, Trey Wetzel, number 9, number 1, Trevon Lee, number 20, Austin Moe, number 21, Jeffrey Johnson, just to name a few, and number 23, Noah Phillips. Some other guys you're going to see lead blocking for the offense. I mean, we have some pretty big boys down here. 6'3", number 52, Corey Ansel. He's one of the captains, I believe, for tonight, as the Southmoreland band coming out onto the field with their color guard.
Yeah, we're about to have the national anthem here in a minute, so we'll step aside here once that starts.
Yeah, we'll just step aside. We'll throw it the break right now. If you
we'll do that. Yep, Scotties to that clock to our left runs out, and we'll have our kickoff for tonight. But we'll step aside right now as the Scotties marching band plays our national anthem. We're right back here to Russ Grimm Field. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, and we're carried live on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, Southmoreland High School marching band right there playing our national anthem, and we should see both teams here heading out onto the field. And yeah, I'm going to leave that one down. That's what's coming out of there, so I'm going to leave that one down. Right there. All right. Yeah, as we got McGuffey, we did see the coin toss before we started. McGuffey won the toss but deferred to the second half, so Southmoreland will be getting the ball first. And if memory serves me correctly, they were going to be moving left to right, I think. But I'm trying to remember where they were setting up. We will see the ceremonial coin toss when we get back out here. McGuffey and their coach is about ready to head out onto the field. Once again, matchup here between two conference foes. We started talking about that game. I was actually talking to some of the guys in the booth here when I first got here about that game 2 years ago. It was one of those stories where you had both teams coming in 5-0. Obviously a huge game for the standings in the conference. That game was tied going into like the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden McGuffey, I think, was a block punt or some big play on special teams. Ended up getting a lead, and then things just kind of spiraled out of control there for Southmoreland after that. They ended up McGuffey won that game by, I think, 4 touchdowns, if I remember correct. And then after that, we kept watching the scores, and it seemed like Southmoreland just kind of went downhill after that. It was almost like the air got let out of the balloon a little bit, and they had started that season so strong, but it kind of let down. So obviously they're looking to get on the right track here from the very beginning here against the Highlanders, and McGuffey will be doing the same. 2.5 minutes to go here. Let's step aside one more time, give ARH, our lead sponsor here, one more chance to talk to before we get started. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, brought to you by ARH Sports Shop and carried live on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, welcome back here, Russ Grimm Field. And what's going on in my I can't hear anything out of this. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, hope you guys can hear us good at home. Obviously, first game of the season for us, too. We're kind of getting back into this equipment, and it's always a little bit different. We do have the video component this year, which is great. Kevin in the booth next door running the video, so not only can you hear us, but you can watch the Highlanders all season long as well. So I want to thank, big shout out for that. Both teams now getting into their respective end zones, getting ready to run onto the field.
And also, we also want to thank the pregame show this year being sponsored and brought to you by McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, PA. Give them a call, 724-225-6260. With all of your plumbing, HVAC, and electrical needs. The answer, McKean.
Yep. Thank you to our pregame sponsor. Of course, you'll hear from the rest of our sponsors here that make all these broadcasts possible. Later today, McGuffey on the field now, running through the cheerleader tunnel and getting set up. It is sticky here, partner. It is like I got here before they had this fan blowing in the back. They shut that off, I think, just because they didn't want the noise. But, man, I didn't realize how much that fan was actually doing until they turned it off.
Southmoreland Scotties coming on to breaking through their banner. McGuffey Highlanders in their new road uniforms this year. They kind of look like the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The white and the gold with the blue numbers and the gold around the edge of the numbers, if you will. The Southmoreland Scotties in their home blacks with the black uniforms, red lettering, red numbers, white stripes along with the black pants.
Yeah,
the big S on the side.
Does look a lot like the Notre Dame road uniform. The biggest difference, of course, the helmet. McGuffey's got the navy blue helmet, whereas, of course, the Irish would have the gold. But I'm saying I'm hot. I just watched the Scotties mascot run out there. He's got the Scottish Terrier outfit on. He's running. He can't be too cool in there, too. But, I expect things will cool off here as the evening wears on, and we get a little bit later. It's 7:05, and they did say that this kickoff was going to be 7:10 tonight as opposed to 7. So, all right, we're going to have a moment of silence here, so we'll take that with them.
Who tragically died in an accident last December. Thank you.
All right. Moment of silence for a young man, Brandon Peterson, they said his name was, who died in a tragic accident last December. So I want to thank all the folks here for honoring him with that moment of silence. We did say we know McGuffey did win the opening toss. They deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. Scotty's going to start on offense here in the first half. All right, and so we will get you, as we said, all the official starters as we go. We will thank our boss, Jason Kern. I can see him out there now. He's down there enjoying the stands. I'd say enjoying the breeze, but there's not really much of a breeze here tonight. You look at the U.S. flag across the way.
It's stagnant.
It's stagnant. There's no leaves blowing on the tree. That's the other thing that's making it feel sticky. If we had a little bit of a breeze, feel a little cooler up here, but that's all right. We will make it, and we will be fine, of course.
Looks like the captains will be coming out onto the field for the ceremonial coin toss for the Southmoreland Scotties, and it looks like he's going to be one of the starters here for the Scotties tonight. It'll be number 52, Corey Ansel, number 25, J.J. Bloom, number 22, Isaac Trout, and number 5, Anthony Govern. For the McGuffey Highlanders, the captains for tonight be number 4, Christian Cipoletti, number 10, Ethan Janovich, number 67, Hunter Henderson, and I believe a number 44 who we don't seem to have on the roster. Do you have 44 on your roster?
For Southmoreland?
No, for McGuffey.
For McGuffey, yeah,
Yes.
it's Jeremiah Johnston.
Okay, it's number 44,
Yeah, number 44.
Jeremiah Johnson.
The Scotties will be receiving the opening kick. They're going to be heading from left to right on your internet radio dial or internet TV screen, depending on what you are going to be listening to or watching tonight. Back deep to receive, number 7, Josh Bass. Also number 22, Isaac Trout. And on the far side of the field, number 25, J.J. Bloom. They are lined up all around the 10-yard line. Coming out to do the kicking honors for Highlanders is going to be
Number 30 for
number
McGuffey.
30, and that is Eric Donnelly. He has it teed up on the right hash. And they'll be sending it down from right to left. 12 minutes on the clock. And we're ready to roll here. Donnelly is set. The run-up kick is a squib kick. It's going to be taken on a hop at the 33-yard line and up the middle, getting tackled across the 45 near the 46-yard line was number 24. That was Cameron Phillips. And he had his helmet knocked off there at the tackle. They're going to give him the 47. So good starting field position here for the Scotties off the squib kick. It took a nice room service hop right up to Phillips, and Johnny on the spot there, he was able to get it for a return of about 14 yards, and Scotties take over 1st and 10 right at their own 47. They're going to come out today in the shotgun first play with a sidecar to the right of Anthony Govern, their quarterback, man in motion. And they're going to fake the handoff to him, and it's going to be kept by Govern. He's up the middle to the 50, breaks the tackle across the 45 and down near a first down. It's like a pickup of 9 they're going to give him. We'll have to see which the near line judge has him at the 43, which would give him the first down. They are going to give him that first down. So it's a pickup of 10, and Scotty's on the move here early. Onto the field now, number 21, Jeffrey Johnson coming in. Going to rotate out Josh Bass as well as Noah Phillips. Shotgun here again. Heading up to the left side, J.J. Bloom split wide to the left. And here to the right side, number 22, Isaac Trout. Shotgun again, this time 2 running backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the tailback, and he's got a hole on the right side. Across the 40, breaks the tackle to the outside and steps out of bounds near the 34-yard line. That was number 21, Jeffrey Johnson. And another nice gain. That's a pickup of 9 for the Scotties. They'll have 2nd down and 1.
Junior defensive-man Logan Smith, looked like he had a hand on the running back, but he was able to slip right through his hands, and he breaks it up the sideline. And the Southmoreland run game looking very strong early on here in this opening drive.
Sending 3 wideouts to the left. Once again, a shotgun here. Now one of the wideouts, J.J. Bloom, running to the right side here. Govern in the shotgun. 2nd down and 1. He gets it. Fakes the handoff to the fullback. He's got the tight end over the middle. That's a first down near the 25-yard line. Quick pass and catch to number 35. I don't have a 35. And they don't either. I just heard PA announcer say who's number 35. But it was a tight end that was lined up in the left slot.
McCune was the man in coverage for the Highlanders.
Try to get you that name, but right now he's tied up number 35, lined up the right side of the line. We do not have a name for him, so we apologize for that. All right, there's going to be a quick pass. Wide receiver screen to the left side. It's caught the 25 and breaking a tackle the 20 and still fighting for yardage down near the 15-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Scotties. Once again, that's Bloom on the catch. And Southmoreland mixing it up here nicely on their offensive drive. And they've gained at least 9 yards on every play so far.
And McEwen, one of the men on the stop there, along with number 30, Eric Donnelly. McEwen really had a strong hold on the receivers. He was trying to rip the ball from him, but it's enough for a first down. Scotty's inside the red zone looking to strike here.
All right, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side here. Running back Trayvon Lee is beside McGovern. He gets hit in the backfield after he gets the handoff. There's a nice tackle for a loss. The first one today by Troy Falosk. Broke right in there, and that's going to be a loss of 4 back to the 19-yard line. That's a big play here for McGuffey on this opening drive.
You see the front for the Highlanders really put a lot of pressure on the front of Southmoreland. Falosk gets in there. The running backs kind of collapse, almost like they had an all-out blitz on. So if a loss of a couple brings up 2nd and 14 for the Scotties. Ball on the McGuffey 21-yard, or the 19-yard line, that is.
All right, once again, 4 wide, 2 to each side. McGovern in the shotgun. Noah Phillips, the tailback, is set up to his right side. Going to fake it to him. He wants to pass. He pumps. Now he's going to try to head up the middle and going to be tackled for a gain after, they'll give him a couple, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for the Scotties, but looked like McGovern wanted to pass a quick one over the middle. There was just nobody open, and so he decided to tuck it and run, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 13. Ball resting in between the 17 and 18-yard lines.
I give some credit to the corners on that play. They're the reason why the quarterback, Govern, wasn't able to find any targets open deep in the end zone. Good job by Eric Donnelly, one of the corners back here for the Highlanders.
3 wide receivers split to the right side. McGovern in the shotgun. He's got Phillips split to his right. He's going to roll to his right. McGovern now wants to throw to the right. He's got a man wide open, but throws it about 5 yards over his head. He had number 25, J.J. Bloom, wide open around the 5-yard line, but he sailed the ball out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down and 13. We'll see what the Scotties do. Govern is coming over to talk to coaches over here, and it looks like he is going to stay on the field for this 4th down play.
You're seeing Governor getting flustered very early on here as he's being pressured by the McGuffey front 4 yet again, trying to scramble to make a potential play happen. But unfortunately, he's not able to get anywhere quick, and that's kind of worked in the Highlanders' favor so far on this first drive.
4th down and 13 to go. They need to get to the 5 for a first down. Inside McGuffey territory at the 18-yard line. We're going to have a timeout here, Southmoreland side. We'll take it with them. You'll hear from our sponsors tonight. Welcome. We're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network presented by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out? Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Accidents are unfortunate events that often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
All right, here we are with the 4th down play coming up, and it's 4th down 13 for the Scotties. They come out of the timeout with the same setup, 3 wide out, split wide to the right side, and they've got Noah Phillips in the backfield next to their quarterback, Anthony Govern. See if McGuffey brings the blitz here on this 4th and long. Govern gets a snap. He's looking right. Now he's pressure. He's going to take off. No, he throws a loft pass into the end zone. He's got a man. It's going to be pass interference into the end zone. That's unfortunate because Kyle Brookman had position there, but before he turned around to look for the ball, he gave a shove to the wide receiver, and the referee was right there. He's going to flag that, and we'll see here where that sets up the Scotties.
Kind of unfortunate for Brookman. I mean, he played it perfectly, but that little shove there is really going to come back to haunt the Highlanders. So Southmoreland with a fresh set of downs inside the red zone.
No, it's the one difference here in high school. It is not an automatic first down for the pass interference in the end zone. So that is one big difference between college and pro football and high school here in Western PA. But it does give them excellent field position. They're all the way down now to the 9. So that makes it a much more manageable 4th down and 4. So we'll see what they do now. They obviously had to go to the air on that last play, but now they might have an option to put it on the ground if they think they have a better chance to get the ball moving inside that 5-yard line for the first down. And they're running Jeffrey Johnson off the field. All right, this time they're going to send Bloom to the left, Whiting to the right. That is number 22, Isaac Trout. The rest of it's a tight lineup in the eye. Govern under center, going to pitch to the right side. Halfback wanted the pass maybe. Now he is going to throw into the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Halfback option thrown by Trayvon Lee. And see who caught that pass down there. That was number 22, Isaac Trout, on the receiving end. That is a 9-yard pass and catch for the first score of the evening, and Southmoreland's out on top.
A little trickery by the Scotties, fool the Highlanders, and they get the first score of the game.
Jake Taylor on to kick the extra point for the Scotties. Snap is down, that kick is up, and that kick is good. So with the PAT in the books, it's now 7-0 Southmoreland with 8:29 to go in the first quarter. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, brought to you by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, unfortunate set of circumstance on McGuffey. They had them stopped, but that pass interference in the end zone gave Southmoreland another crack at it, and they capitalized with the touchdown pass on the halfback option. So they're up 7-0 here, 8:29 to go. We've got Kyle Brookman and Jeremiah Johnson back deep to receive this kickoff by Southmoreland, and they're standing on about their 10-yard line. The kicking will be done by Jake Kaler, freshman, wears number 11 here for the Scotties. He'll be kicking off, of course, from left to right, lined up right here in the middle. This is a end-over-end kick that's going to be taken by Johnson at the 18, up at the 20. 25, stutters at the 30 and gets tackled as he crosses the 30 near the 33-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. They're going to give him the 34. That'll be where the Highlanders take over for their first offensive series of this 2021 season. Isaac Trout coming in to make the stop there. He was the receiver of that touchdown pass there by the young tailback. It looked like Trayvon Lee, when he got that handoff from Govern, he had the option to run or pass. He wanted to pass right away and then tucked it in for a bit, but then saw his receiver get open, and he hit him. So here we go. McGuffey comes out in that triple option that they've been known to run here the last several years. Johnson in motion. They're going to run the reverse, and here comes Brookman. He's got some space. 35, 40, cuts inside, looking for a block from McEwen, across the 50 and down into Southmoreland territory, all the way down to the 46-yard line.
We saw the Highlanders last year go with the end-around reverse multiple times out of that wing T formation. And this time Brookman has a wide open space to the Southmoreland sidelines. He follows his blocker, McEwen. He picks up a couple extra yards. Hold everything.
Oh, we got a flag back on the 34-yard line, right around the line of scrimmage.
Jeez. Holding call is going to come back to haunt the Highlanders on a beautiful run by Brookman. So now they're going to start even deeper back within their own territory. And Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton not too happy with that.
That's a 5-yard penalty. So it is looks like a false start or a legal procedure, one of the two. Either way, it is going to march them back to the 29, but more importantly, takes a big gain off the clock, or off the field rather. They're going to head up the line of scrimmage again. Number 10, Ethan Janovich, split wide to the left side, and who is that split wide to the right? Might be Kristen Cipoletti. Under center is McEwen. They pitch to Johnson this time. Wants the right side. Got a hold. 30, 35. Breaks a tackle across the 40, near first down territory. I think he's going to be about a yard short. They're going to get out to the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 14 yards by Jeremiah Johnson. Bring up 2nd down and 1.
Gain is the 43-yard line, 2nd down and 1.
So nice hole there, opening up on the right side of the line for Johnston. That is Cipoletti lined up to the right side, which right now is the short side of the field. Phil McEwen, your quarterback. He is under center. Johnson in motion again. Fake it to him. Hand up the middle, and that's going to be Donnelly across the 30-yard line. The fullback takes it for the first down across the 45. He's out to the 46. Gain of 3 on the play. That'll move the sticks here for the Highlanders.
That's nice whenever you have a big bruiser back there as your middle or your fullback. You can almost guarantee you're going to get anywhere between 3 to 5 yards out of him. And it's enough to move the chains, so the Highlanders getting closer to the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 again at their own 46.
All right, once again, Cipoletti to the right side. Janovich out here wide to the left. Ball set up on the right hash as McEwen goes under center. This time it's Brookman in motion. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to try to get the corner. 45 makes a move to the outside of the 50. 45 and out of bounds, just shy of the 40-yard line in Southmoreland territory. It's another first down for the Highlanders. And Brookman, they are going to give him the 40. Another nice gain there. As much as Southmoreland was moving the ball in their offensive possession, right now McGuffey on the ground is doing just the same.
And right now you have to give a lot of kudos to the backs in their vision. If it wasn't for the key blocking of Janovich, I think he wouldn't have had as many yards as he did, but he was able to push forward and get the first down.
1st and 10 at the Southmoreland 40-yard line. Brookman in motion. They want to give the Johnson up the middle, and he's stacked up. Southmoreland had a really big push by their interior defensive line, and they're going to stack Johnson up for a loss of 4 all the way back at the 44-yard line.
Don't know if there was some miscommunication with the line and the call or somebody missed a block, but the entire defense of the Southmoreland Scotties comes hammering down on the front of the McGuffey Highlanders. And loss of a couple yards there. It's still going to bring up 2nd down. Looks like a 2nd and 14 is a loss of 4. And trying to figure out what happened. I think they're just going to shake that.
McEwen brings the team up to the line of scrimmage here. For the Scotties, they will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 37.
Well, they thought they had the Scotties special teams unit fooled there, and he takes a direct snap. He had a huge lane to the right, but the Scotties were able to identify what was happening, and they were able to come down on him. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout taken on the field, an official timeout.
Officials, timeout.
All right, so we'll take it with him. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, carried live on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools,
equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
All right, here we are. First down and 10 Scotties. This time they're at their own 37-yard line. They lead 7-0 here with under 5 to go in the first. Wide receiver screen out here. It's going to be over the head of the intended receiver, which is Josh Bass. That's going to be a forward pass. It was close to being lateral, but it'll come up as an incomplete pass and bring us to 2nd and 10 with 4:54 to go in the first. Once again, Southmoreland up 7-0 here in the early going over the Highlanders.
Yeah, good job by Eric Donnelly, who was on coverage on that last play. It's a little bit sticky up in this press box.
Yeah, it says it's only in the high 70s, but man, is it humid.
Dog days of August slowly coming to an end.
Wide receiver is going to line up 2 of them to the left, 1 to the right. Govern in the shotgun once more. And he's going to hand off a sweep, and getting that was number 22, Trout, but a nice open field tackle in the backfield there. That was Nick Sprouse coming through to make the tackle, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss of 3 and bring up 3rd down and 13 back at the Scotties' 34-yard line.
Sprouse with great penetration on the left side of that line was able to identify the ball carrier very quickly, was able to shed his defender and make the stop. Slight loss for the Scotties, but a huge gain for the McGuffey Highlanders. 2nd and 13.
3rd and long. 3 wideouts, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Govern in the shotgun once more. Gets it. Looking down the middle. Wants to throw deep on the right side. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete. And there is a late flag coming from the far official. This is going to be on Brookman again. His 2nd pass interference of the day is going to come on a, this time 3rd and long. Last time it was on 4th and long. And this one is going to move the chains for the Scotties. And that cannot make Coach Ed Dalton very happy. That pass is going to be overthrown, it looked like, as I don't think Trout was going to be, Josh Bass was going to be able to catch up to it, but nonetheless, he didn't get the opportunity. So 1st down, Scotties.
That unfortunately hurts the Highlanders.
Last one came, yeah.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, last one came back to bite him for a touchdown.
It did
See
come
what
back
this
to
one
bite
does.
him.
It's going to put it all the way out to the 49.
I mean, it's unfortunate whenever you can see a ball's going to be overthrown, you're trying to get close with the guy, and you're bumping and you're fighting them. At that point, you just might want to let off because the play's not going to be able to be made. You're not going to be able to make a play. And instead, you do some more harm than you do good. And unfortunately, as you said, this is the 2nd time this has happened to the Highlanders tonight.
High formation behind Govern as he goes under center. 1st down and 10 for the Scotties. Fakes the handoff. He's going to be under pressure. Breaks 1 tackle. Throws deep down the right side. He's got a man down there again. And it's going to be incomplete. Juggled around and dropped by J.J. Bloom. And that time it was good coverage there. And getting a hand in that. That was Janovich, number 10. And if he doesn't get a hand in there, I think Bloom comes down with that one for the big gainer.
And it was just kind of like a last-second duck. I mean, you just saw quack, quack, quack going up through the air, and Janovich able to get a hand on. He really played good man coverage on that last play.
So Southmoreland not afraid to go deep here in this early going. Most of their attack has been through the air. They've ran the ball a couple of times, but this time they're going to come out 3 wide again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, Govern in the shotgun. Blitz up the middle is going to be picked up. Wide receiver screen to the left side. Got some blockers. Going to be tripped up just short of the 1st down. Going to be a gain of about 8, it looks like. That was over to Bloom again on that screen. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Scotties. They need to get down to the 41-yard line and see what they decide to do on offense. They've actually had a lot more success through the air, even in the short game, because McGuffey has been getting penetration that interior defensive line. 3 wide this time, 2 wideouts to the right side. Govern in the shotgun. Man to his right. He's going to be handing off. No, he keeps it. And he's around the right side of the 1st down across the 40. Fights across the 40 down to the 39-yard line, and that'll move the stick for Southmoreland.
You saw the inside linebackers for the Highlanders, Cup and Show Bliss, and the quarterback Governor was able to identify. He saw a slight hole open up to the right side of the line. He was able to step on it. He was able to kind of part the Red Sea like Moses. He gets the 1st down, and that's kind of put Southmoreland back into the driver's seat as they're in McGuffey territory.
First down and 10 at the McGuffey 39-yard line. Govern heads back to the huddle after getting the call. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Southmoreland up 7-0. Govern in the shotgun again, and running back is set to his right once more. Gonna keep it. Throw to the right side. He's got a man open. That's Trout, 30. Gonna be knocked out of bounds inside the 30 near the 29-yard line. And that's close to another Southmoreland first down.
So far, the air game for the Southmoreland Scotties proven to be pretty effective here tonight. They're able to move the ball up and down on this McGuffey defense. And you know Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton is not probably too happy with the way his defense has been performing early on in this game.
It is a 10-yard gain, good enough for the first down. So Scotties on the move once more, looking to extend their lead. We said Bloom wide to the left side, 2 wide receivers. We've got Bass and Trout to the right. Handed off, no, keeping it again is Govern. This time he's going to be tackled near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Bring up second down and 10.
He tried to get away with the option there, and he was quick to kind of pull it back as he saw his running back getting clobbered by the McGuffey defensive line. But he himself gets clobbered. It's no gain for Govern, and that's going to be a second down and 10 from the McGuffey 29.
This time they're going to send both Trout and Bloom to the left, 3 wideouts, or 2 to the right. It's Bass, and we still don't know number 35, but he's wide to the right side. Govern gets it, wants to throw left. He's got a man wide open. He throws it over his head again. He had Bloom wide open in the flat around the 23-yard line and just sailed it over his head. So that'll bring up third down and 10. This is a big play for McGuffey. The last times they've had third or fourth and long, they've committed some penalties and given a second life to Southmoreland. Look to keep things clean here and make the stop.
That's the one thing you want to try to take away on these second and third and longs. Not trying to make the big play when you can stop and be the big play.
All right, third down and 10. 3 wideouts to the right side this time, 1 to the left. That's Bloom. In the shotgun is Govern. He gets it. Looks to his right, now wants to run. Throws the ball. It's going to be caught inside the 20 by Bass. He breaks a tackle, spins around, and gets down near the 16-yard line. That'll be good enough for the first down, and Southmoreland moving the ball and moving the chains.
Govern is being shown to be very effective while on the run, trying to make a big play happen. That's about the third or the fourth time we've seen him this game, when he's been under pressure from being back and forced out of the pocket, either rolling to the right or the left side, and just throwing a beautiful pass to one of his open receivers. Really has him in the driver's seat as they're now inside the red zone for the second time this game.
First down and 10, ball at the McGuffey 16-yard line. Minute 24 to go in this first quarter, and we are going to have another timeout. That one is going to be on McGuffey. That's their second. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network. That is their first. Living the McGuffey Sports Network, brought to you by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field, home of the Southmoreland Scotties, and the Scotties are leading McGuffey 7-0 right now and looking to extend that lead as they have the ball first down and 10 at the McGuffey 16-yard line. We've got a minute 24 to go in this first quarter. Opening game of the season for both teams here. Class 3A action in the WPIL. Looks like another I formation here for the Scotties. Jeffrey Johnson going to line up at the top of that I. Govern goes under center. He's going to get it. Hands off to his fullback. He's got a hold. 15, 10. Breaks a tackle at the 10 and gets down near first down yardage. He's going to be at the 7. I think that's going to be 1 yard shy of first and goal.
Madosky, McEwen, one of the guys in there to make the stop. It's going to be awfully close, but I think
that
it
was
might
Trey
be enough.
Wetzel, the fullback there. Sorry, what's that, partner? What'd you say?
Huh?
Okay. All right.
Sorry. Lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
It's okay. It's second down.
2nd down and 1. This time it's Noah Phillips, top of the I formation. Govern's going to hand it to him. He drops the ball, but he dropped it forward, so he may. No gain. We'll say no gain. It's still going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, I do not know. That may be the last play of the muggy Friday evening here in Scottdale, PA.
It feels like Scottsdale, though, being out in the desert a little bit with the humidity and the heat, doesn't it?
Says it's 80, but feels like 84. I think it feels actually a little stickier than that, but we'll see.
We'll say 84. I like the sound of it.
All right, so back deep again. We got Brookman and Johnson who received the kick. They're lined up just inside the 15-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock here to start the second quarter. And Kaler has it lined up. End over end, heading towards Brookman this time. Takes it at the 13, over the 15. Makes a move to the 20, back over the 25, and gets up to about the 29-yard line. That'll be where McGuffey takes over, 1st down and 10 for their second offensive possession of the game.
So McGuffey trying to get the offense kick-started here.
Lance Kessler on the tackle for Southmoreland. McGuffey moved the ball on their first series, but stalled once they got inside Scotty territory. They look to get on the board here as they don't want to lose any more ground to Southmoreland. Janovich to the left this time, and Cipoletti slid to the right side. McEwen goes under center. And going to hand off to the middle to Donley and runs over a couple tacklers across the 35, gets all the way out to the 38-yard line. That is a pickup of 9 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 1.
They had some great pushing up front there by the Highlanders offensive line. Donley's able to find and bump his way through some defenders. So gain of 8 for Donley. And the Highlanders slowly getting on pace, being on the move.
McEwen under center again. 2nd down and 1. Brookman in motion. Pitch it to him. You want to try left side. Got some blocks. 40. 1st down. 45 and stretches forward near midfield. They're going to put him right near the 50-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for McGuffey. A nice run there on the inside pitch to Kyle Brookman.
So gain of 12 for the Highlanders, puts them out to midfield. In the run game, we're starting to see slowly come to life.
First down and 10. Ball sitting right at midfield here for McGuffey. Philip McEwen goes under center. Brookman in motion again. Keeping it as McEwen. He's going to cut the field. 45. Gets tripped up, breaks the tackle at the 40 and down inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. 14-yard gain for the quarterback. Moves the chains again, and McGuffey is into Southmoreland territory for the second time.
McEwen was able to fake out the Southmoreland defense with that quarterback option. He had his running backer clean to the left, saw the hole to the inside, decides to cut, kind of juke and jive his way towards a 1st down and then some. And the Highlanders now in Southmoreland territory.
1st down and 10, ball to Southmoreland 36. Brookman in motion. They're going to give it to him on the sweep. He's got the corner, 35, cuts up at the 30, 25, 1st down, McGuffey, and he gets down to the 23-yard line. So McGuffey moving the chains again, and this is the deepest they've been into Southmoreland territory, and you feel like they need to put something on the board here, Zach, after Southmoreland scored on both of their first possessions.
I mean, you're essentially trying to get back in the saddle right now, trailing almost 2 scores, and what you thought would have been a surefire on your first offensive possession when it fails, now you're kind of playing catch-up a little bit, and this is what the Highlanders kind of do best when they're facing some adversity.
1st down and 10, ball at the 23. Up the middle of the Donley, gets a push forward across the 20, still on his feet, still pushing. all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is a gain of 7 on the play. The big fullback gives McGuffey a 2nd down and 3. They need to get inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line for another 1st down.
And Donnelly has to come off the field. He lost his helmet, so coming on for the Highlanders and be number 34.
It's Dylan Droboy I have on my
Droboy,
roster.
yes, that's who I have as well.
All right, 2nd down and 3. Droboy lined up now in the fullback position. As you mentioned, Donnelly had to come out for one play. McEwen under center. Brookman in motion. They pitch it to him. Wants to go up the middle. Cuts across 15. 1st down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal McGuffey as he's tripped up at the 9-yard line. Once again, McEwen having luck on that left side. Under 9 minutes to go in the 1st half. McGuffey knocking on the door.
Donnelly comes back in, but Droboy throws a nice block there on the left side, which was able to kind of open up the hole there for Brookman. He's kind of able to get past some defenders down inside the 10-yard line. The Highlanders in really good position here to finally put their first score up on the board.
Chipley to the right side. Janovich split to the left. 1st and goal. Johnson in motion. They pitch it to him. Wants to go up the middle. Cuts back at the 5. He's going to go into the end zone. Jeremiah Johnson, the 9-yard touchdown run, gets McGuffey on the board with 8:16 to go in the 1st half.
Saw a slight hole open up there to the left-hand side. He decided to throw his best shoulder forward. He got past one defender, skips past 2. He gets into the end zone. Again, a 9-yard touchdown run for Jeremiah Johnson. The Highlanders finally on the board with 8:16 left to go in the half.
And doing the place kicking here, we have 71. Josh Plants is who I have here on my roster. McEwen, the holder, gets a snap down. The kick is up, and that kick is good with 8:16 to go in the 1st half. It is now Southmoreland 13, your McGuffey Highlanders 7. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Biggie's Pizza, located at 210 Main Street in Claysville, is proud to announce they've added a second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling, serving your favorite pizza, wings, calzones, strombolis, salads, and don't forget to ask them about their brand new Mini Biggie, Mini Boli, and the all-new apple pie pizza dessert. Delivery and carry-out options are available. Every day, a 1 large, 1 topping pizza, cheesy breadsticks, and a 2-liter of pop is only $22.99. Stop in and see them, 210 Main Street in downtown Claysville, with their second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling. Biggie's Pizza, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field, McGuffey gets on the board and answers the Scotties with the touchdown of their own. Now 13-7 Southmoreland, and McGuffey will look to get their first stop on defense, and they've had some opportunities to do that, Zach, but they've kind of hurt themselves with a couple pass interference penalties.
And that's kind of been the kiss of death for the Highlanders, or I feel we'd be tied up right now.
Donnelly doing the kickoff. We got 3 back again here for Southmoreland. We got Bass, Trout, and Bloom, I believe, are the 3 back at the 10-yard line. There's another low liner. It's going to, what do we got? Penalty marker way back in the back. We got a legal procedure on the kicking team. That was thrown all the way down on the right side of the far side of the field. I don't know if that was sure what the you know what? They had 2 guys running up to kick the ball, and I'm wondering if that was the case. It was like maybe an illegal fake.
Very good possibility that could have been an.
I don't know what else it would be, because that's the referee's like the farthest away from the kick that blew it dead. So
that's going to push them back 5 extra yards. So instead of kicking off from the 40, now they'll be doing the re-kick from their own 35-yard line, which, entails going to definitely help Southmoreland. Still, they have 3 deep back right around their own 23, maybe 24-yard line. And the Highlanders are going to try to give it a second win.
End over end, going to be hitting inside the 30, skips up to Bass. He's got the 25. Across the 30, outside to the 35, breaks the tackle. Now cuts back across the field. We have a flag on the play as he gets tackled around the 40-yard line. So the flag came in right around that action. We'll have to see what it is. Most second. We're right back here with 8:08 left in the first half. It's Southmoreland 13, McGuffey 7 on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Ray Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field at Southmoreland High School. And first down and 10 coming up here. This is the Scotties' third possession of the game. They're moving from right to left. Ball at their own 30. Govern is going to be in the shotgun to start this series off. Man in motion, and it's going to be on the ground. Oh, if the snap ever made it back to him. We have a flag on the play, too. That might be false start on the center, possibly. Legal procedure on Southmoreland. I'll march them back 5 yards, back to the 25-yard line.
First and 15.
The momentum, as you can see, is starting to change a little bit here, shifting from Southmoreland now to McGuffey, as Southmoreland struggling a little bit here with some penalties.
All right, first and 15. And in motion, they're going to give it to him. And trying to get out here to the corner is Bass. He's got a block, 35. And he's going to get out to 40 and carried out of bounds there at the 45-yard line. And that is a 20-yard gain for Josh Bass. And that'll move the sticks for Southmoreland.
And I'll tell you what, Bass wouldn't have had all that yardage if it wasn't for the outstanding blocking by J.J. Bloom. He was able to seal off one Highlander defender on the near sideline here, which sealed the way to give him an additional 15 to 20 yards up the sideline before he was taken out right at about the Southmoreland 45. But at first and 10 for the Scotties, and their run game is on the move.
Govern comes out. He's going to go under center here. Everybody's in tight. Gets a snap. Now inside reverse and going to the right side of Stroud. He's got a block. He's at the 50, the 45, down the sidelines, the 35, 30. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Second touchdown of the day by number 22, Isaac Trout. This time on the ground. It is a 55-yard run. And the Scotties are on the board. 19-7 now is their lead.
And there was just a big hole that opened up on the right side of that line, and he was able to take it field, and he saw green grass and red end zones in front of him. And Southmoreland going for the point after attempt here.
Kaler on again to attempt that. And another low snap. This time he gets it up, though. And that extra point is good. With 7:45 to go in the first half, Scotties now lead 20-7 over McGuffey. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit AR8 Sports Shop. AR8 Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from AR8 with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at ar8sportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. AR8 Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here, 20-7 now. The Scotties on top of the Highlanders on this muggy Friday evening in southwestern PA. I cannot hear myself at all in here. Yeah, what's going on here with these knobs? All right, that's better. Going to be Johnson and Brookman back deep for the Highlanders. Kaler's got it teed up here on the left hash, closest side of the field to us. We're going to switch Brookman and Johnson again. End over end going towards Brookman. 20. Flag on the play. 25, 30. Going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. We have a flag, though, that's out here by the 37. So we'll see what that's all about.
seen a lot of laundry left on the field here in this first half of this game. Hopefully some adjustments can be made by both teams at the end of the half to kind of better themselves, as it's going to be
Holding on McGuffey
against the Highlanders. So that's going to pin the Highlanders deep back in their own territory to start this next drive.
The Highlanders will begin first down and 10 at their own 21.
They'll be starting from their own 21-yard line.
All right, first down and 10. McEwen under center. This time right to the left side. We have another couple new wide receivers here. Morgan Shriver line up to the right. Brookman in motion. And keeping it is McEwen. He wants the left side. He's across the 25 and leaps forward out to the 26. So it looked.
He had Brookman to his outside there, like he was trying to run the speed option to him, but he decides to keep it, which was a great call because he had two defenders in the vicinity. He wouldn't be able to get that quite off, but he, again, calls his own number. He charges forward, which, I mean, if you're in the quarterback position, you have nothing there. Tuck and run.
7:05 to go in this first half. 20-7 Southmoreland. It's again to the right side is Shriver, right to the left. McEwen under center. Brookman's in motion once more. Gonna fake the pitch to him. Passing down the left side. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 45-yard line as J.J. Bloom across the 50 to the 40, the 30. Wants to cut back inside. He's going to be hit there by Donnelly and dropped at the McGuffey 25-yard line. They're going to get him at the 26, actually. That one was overthrown by McEwen, and I don't know whether the wide receiver didn't finish the route or it was just plainly overthrown, but the only person back there to get that was Bloom. First turnover of the day goes Southmoreland's way, and they are in business at the McGuffey 25-yard line already with a 20-7 lead.
You just see the momentum just being shifted back and forth between McGuffey and Southmoreland here, and Southmoreland going into the driver's seat after that INT.
Two wideouts to the right side, one to the left. Anthony Govern, the quarterback, line up the shotgun. First and 10, and he's going to have a flag on the play. That was thrown by the referee in the backfield, so get the call here from him. Dead ball, false start, and that'll march them back to the 30. So first and 15 coming up for Southmoreland.
Still a minor penalty, but still deep within McGuffey territory. 6:32 left to go in the half. You're up 20-7. You wonder what's going to be spoken about during halftime in either locker room for these squads.
All right, first and 15 now. Once again, Govern in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Trout. They fake it to him, and they hand off the fullback, and he's going to be dropped. That's Noah Phillips. He's hit for a loss. They're going to mark him back all the way at the 34. That's a loss of 4, and that's going to bring up second down and 19.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You saw the McGuffey defense come down hard on the running back on that play. Drives him back. Almost lost 10 yards on the past 2 plays.
Had Henry Hess there on that tackle, number 61.
So again, you're starting to see the momentum being shifted back towards this McGuffey defense.
Inside 6 minutes now in the half. 3 wideouts here for Southmoreland. Trout in motion again. And we've got another whistle. That's going to be flag thrown all the way to the far side.
One might be on the offense as well with someone lined up illegally.
Linesman comes in and says it is another false start. So Southmoreland moving backwards on this possession. They're going to go back another 5 yards, and that'll be back at the 39 now, which is going to bring up second and 24. See if McGuffey gets a little bit more aggressive on defense. Three wideouts to the right side, one to the left. Govern in the shotgun, awaits a snap, and offside by McGuffey. That snap went over the quarterback's head, but that was Unless there was motion, I believe that's going to be on McGuffey. It was Jeremiah Johnson, I think, coming across the line on the blitz.
And there's really no harm in that because, honestly, if you're going to commit, you're going to commit. You just don't partially go or think you're going to go. I mean, if you're going to go offsides, you go 100% offsides. That's what we were always taught when we played. And
5 yards, and that'll put them back in a 2nd and 19 position. So 5 yards given away and gotten right back here by Southmoreland. There's a pump fake, throwing deep down. He's got a man, J.J. Bloom, open inside the 5. Oh, had a chance at it over the shoulder, but not able to bring it in, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 19. He had beaten his man, but couldn't quite catch it over his right shoulder, and ball falls incomplete.
I don't know if he lost it in the light. Like you said, it was over his shoulder there in the far corner, and it looks like his shoulder's hurting. He's going to be coming off the field here.
Yeah, he's holding that.
So he must have come down on it a little bit funny there.
Looks no worse for the wear now. Grabs a drink of water. So
maybe just a little stinger.
All right.
Bloom.
4 wide again, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd down and 19. Guffey defense needs a stop here. Govern awaits the snap. Gets it. Throws out to the right side, wide receiver screen, and it's going to be tripped up short of the 1st down. It's a gain of a couple by Josh Bass. Decision time here for Southmoreland. Donnelly is slow to get up after that tackle. And we're going to have an official's timeout. We'll take that with them with 4:59 to go in the first half. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out? Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field, Eric Donnelly able to walk off on his own power there, which is a good sign, and we'll keep an eye on him, see if he's able to make it back out to his linebacker position here in this series. It is going to be 4th down and 15, and it looks like Southmoreland's going to go ahead and keep the offense on the field. It's a little bit too close to punt, so they'll give this a shot. This is where McGuffey's been committing penalties and giving Southmore a second life on these offensive possessions. Let's hope that they keep it clean here, and Govern in the shotgun. He gets a snap. Looks to his left. Throws deep. He's got a man wide open. It's Bloom. It's going to be caught inside the 5, and he's down to the pylon. Touchdown, Southmoreland on the 4th down and 15. That is a 30-yard pass and catch for the 4th touchdown of the day for Southmoreland.
You saw the secondary get beat there on that touchdown pass. A little X route in the background, and it gives way to another Southmoreland touchdown.
Govern that time, his first touchdown pass. The first touchdown pass was thrown by their tailback, Trayvon Lee, on the halfback option. And Kaler in. This one is a much stronger kick, and that's going to be up and good for the point after attempt. It's 27-7 Southmoreland here with 4:37 to go in the first half. Listen to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, McGuffey, you think needs to answer on this drive as well. They're down by 3 scores right now to the Scotties towards the end of the first half. Johnson and Brookman back to receive the kick. Low liner going to be picked up by Johnson inside the 20, goes up the sideline, the 25, breaks a tackle at the 30, but then is eventually brought down near the 33-yard line. That'll be where McGuffey takes over. 4.5 minutes to go, and their last drive ending in that interception, and it seems like every mistake so far that McGuffey's made, whether it be the penalties or the turnovers, the Scotties have been able to capitalize on it. Right now, that's the story of the night.
I mean, defense typically wins you championships. Making big plays off of turnover also wins you championships too, and I mean, I know this is only game 1 of the season with a bunch more to be played, but might be a long road ahead for the Highlanders if they can't get the jitters out now.
McEwen under center, first down and 10. Brookman in motion, give it to him on the sweep, gets a block. 35, gets out to the 40, cuts outside, and going to be brought down after he gets the first down, just shy of the 45-yard line. And they'll put him at the 44, so another nice run by Brookman. He's had several of those here in the first half. And it's not so much been the McGuffey offense that's been the issue. They've been able to move the ball, and they do have the one score to show for it. Right now, it's the defenses, particularly the secondary, not being able to stop the Southmoreland passing attack.
The Southmoreland passing attack has been wreaking havoc on the McGuffey side of the ball here, unfortunately. But McGuffey has 4 minutes left to try to get into the end zone to have some type of life going into the second half of this game.
First and 10. And we got up the middle of Donley, who's back on the field. And that's good to see. Gets a gain of about 3 or 4 out near the 47-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 7. Another tailback in here. Who's the new guy lining up where Johnson was? That was, let's see here. Number 30, what do we got? 39? I'll have to get that number for you here. 38, no, 39. I'm going to keep it in. No, pitching it late is McEwen. And out here the 45-yard line is number 39, Malachi Ely. So he was the new running back on the field, but he's going to lose those 3 yards, and it'll be back to 3rd and 10.
Unfortunately for McGuffey right now, you're taking 3 steps forward and you're getting knocked 8 steps back. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. And hopefully during halftime, the Highlanders can just shake off what they've done here in the first half and hopefully come out looking like a new team here in the second half of this con.
Janovich wide to the left side. Chipoletti split to the right. McEwen under center. There goes Brookman in motion. They fake to him. McEwen wants to keep it. Now he's going to try back to the right side. He's got some space. 45, 40, 50, 45, and out of bounds, just shy of the Southmoreland 40. They'll mark him there, and that is going to be a big first down run for Philip McEwen. He had nothing going on that left side where that play was designed, was able to spin around reverse field and get the big gain and keep McGuffey alive here with 2:26 to go in the first half.
It's nice when you have a mobile quarterback like McEwen who has such a vision that he was able to identify early on that it was a busted play. And again, going back to it, he does the greatest thing he knows how to do right now, and that's just run the football.
Ball at the 40-yard line. McEwen goes under center. Brookman in motion. They pitch it to him. Wants to go inside, up the middle, 40. And he's going to be hit, but still pushing forward across the 35 and all the way down inside the 32-yard line to the 31. That's a gain of 9, but that is at least 4 yards after contact for Kyle Brookman. Second down and 1 coming up here. Just over 2 minutes to go. McGuffey does have the 1 timeout remaining here in this first half.
I think they're going to try to use it sparingly and wisely here. first down marker being at the Southmoreland 30-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go. McEwen getting his troops ready here in the huddle. He's going to break it, come up to the line.
McGuffey is set to get the ball at the beginning of the second half, so it'd be really nice for them if they could punch one in here late in the first half. McEwen under center, 2nd and 1. Brookman in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of a couple back at the 33. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3, and McGuffey is going to have to hurry here.
Well, they're not going to hurry because it looks like Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton has taken that final timeout here with 1:33 left to go in the half.
All right, so they'll take it, and we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit the Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field. And it's 3rd and 3 now after that loss of 2 on the play. McGuffey, you'd think 4-down territory here late in this first half. They have no timeouts remaining now. They trail 27-7 here to Southmoreland. McEwen going to line it up here right in the center of the field. Ball at the 33. Need to get down to the 30 for the first down. This time it's Johnson in motion. They pitch to him inside reverse. McEwen's got it. Can he get the outside? He's got a block there. He's across the 30 to the 25, and inside the 25, it'll be a first down near the 23-yard line. That'll stop the clock until they can get those chains moved. So McGuffey's going to have to hustle.
Yeah, we'll give them enough time to get set up so they can get the next play off. But the Highlanders in 2-minute mode right now. They're just going to be hurrying up to the ball every chance they get.
They are ready here in hurry-up offense. Minute 15 to go. McEwen under center. Gets it. Back to pass. Looking right. Throws. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to hit Brookman out in the flat, but he was well covered by Josh Bass, and that will stop the clock with 1:06 to go to bring 2nd down and 10, ball at the 23-yard line of Southmoreland.
And just great coverage by Bass on that play. He was able to rake the ball and keep it away from the receiver for the Highlanders. Still kind of helps with it being an incomplete pass. It stops the clock with 1:06 here in the half. Kind of gives the Highlanders a chance to take a quick breath, reset before they come to the line to run their next play.
McEwen brings the troops up to the line here. 2nd down and 10. Brookman in motion. Back to pass as McEwen. He's pressured. Gets outside now. Rolling to his right. Tries to get the corner. Breaks a tackle. 20. And pushed out of bounds near the 15. That is a gain of about 8. Or 7, we'll say. As they're going to mark him at the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3. That will stop the clock with 57 seconds to go. Actually, they are going to give him the 15, so it is a gain of 8. They need to get to the 13-yard line for the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2.
A critical 2 yards for the Highlanders. Good job by McEwen on that run, though. He was able to outrun the defender by an extra half step before going out of bounds. He knew his territory as he comes up to the line.
57 on the clock. Oh, dropping the snap is McEwen, and he's going to be tackled. We got a flag. It's going to be a false start for McGuffey. So that is not going to help their cause. Going to march them back 5 yards. Still remain 3rd down. But now, instead of having to only get 2 to get the first down, it puts them all the way back at the 20-yard line. So 3rd down and 7 now. McEwen goes under center. Man in motion's Johnson. Oh, dropped the snap again. Now McEwen has it. Tries the left side. Throws downfield. He's got a man. It's in and out of the hands of Kyle Brookman. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 7 with 47.9 on the clock. So McEwen goes over to talk to Coach Dalton, see what he wants to run here on this 4th down play.
And it looked like a bad snap from the get-go. McEwen was able to get control of the ball, forces himself outside of the pocket, has really no one to throw to. The best thing he could do in this example and just throw the ball away. But now with the Highlanders facing a huge fourth and 7, they're really going to have to be careful here.
Only 10 seconds left on the play clock. They got to hustle the line. Down to 5 seconds. They're going to have to get this snap off. Man in motion. They fake it to him. Looking to pass. And McEwen gets a block. He needed it. Now he has to scramble again. He's going to throw. He's got a man over there. It's Brookman. He's going to have to break a couple tackles, but he's not going to get enough. He just ends up getting tackled at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a turnover on downs with 34 seconds to go in this half. I would imagine Southmoreland's going to go ahead and kneel this out. So McGuffey not able to punch it in here before the half. They will get the ball at the start of the second half, but you sure would have liked to see some points on the board here late to get them just a little bit closer.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of frustrating for the Highlanders knowing you were that close to trying to punch it in there, trying to carry some momentum going into the second half. The Southmoreland defense just honing in on McGuffey's receivers, nowhere to go for McEwen. And checking down to his running back, Brookman there. Kind of does him a little bit of justice, but not enough.
They're going to come out here in the I formation. See what they do if they do run a play. Govern gets it. Going to go back to pass. Looking down the field. He throws it over the middle. Intercepted! It's intercepted by McGuffey. Throwing with the ball is Dietrich. And he's down to the 25, the 20, breaks the tackle, the 10, the 5, touchdown McGuffey! Southmoreland took the gamble, throws the pick, and McGuffey takes advantage. What a play by Ethan Dietrich to bring McGuffey within 2 scores here with 19.4 on the clock. If you're Southmoreland, you've got to be second-guessing right now.
I would definitely be second-guessing because you're thinking you're up 27-7. You're just going to take a kneel. You're going to run out the clock, end the half, go into the locker room. McGuffey's going to come out second half, right? No. Instead, McGuffey does the unthinkable. Southmoreland decides to throw one deep. McGuffey takes it to the house and scores. They're going to have the momentum going into the second half of this game. Though they'll be trailing, they're still going to have momentum carrying with them on their side.
I don't know. I want to say unofficially it's a 45-yard pick and pick 6, but I don't know. It was between 45 and 50 yards. Here's the extra point attempt. That kick is up and just making it over the crossbar there for the extra point. And McGuffey now with 19.4 to go here in the half trails 27-14. We'll keep it here, Mr. Waters.
I think we just keep it here. Let's talk about some possibilities right now. I mean, I know it's only the first half of this game, but you just took a pick 6 to the house, 45 yards for a touchdown. If you're Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton, we've seen him do this before in the past. He likes to try to catch his opponents off with the element of surprise. So I would be surprised if the Highlanders come out here and attempt to show they're going to try to kick the ball deep, but instead come out and do some type of little squib kick or maybe a pooch kick that maybe they've worked on this week in practice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying, coaches have been trained up to do that before in the past.
I would not look a gift horse in the mouth here. You just got a break by that other team taking a chance when they didn't need to, and I would not do the same if it's me. You're getting the ball to start the second half. Dietrich, what a play. That catch was not easy either. He was running across the field and had to reach back behind him a bit to get it, and then did a great job weaving his way through the tacklers. And then once he got inside the 20, there was nobody left, and he just waltzed into the end zone. And,
he bulldozed his own guy, if you saw.
Yeah.
He had his own guy in the way, and he just threw a shoulder and knocked him, and I think that actually helped him secure the touchdown.
All right, here's Donnelly with the kick. It's going to be a squib kick, and, it's off the up man and going to be taken near the 25. Now running up the middle now with a bit of a crack there, but tackled across the 40 was, is that Bloom or Trout? Who's that? 20? That was Trout, number 22. So Southmoreland now with 12.5 seconds. I mean, see what they decide to do here. They got a little bit better field position. Last time they were down at their own 20 when they threw that pass. They might take a shot deep here because you're closer to midfield. So we'll see. They've been able to get behind the McGuffey defensive backs all night tonight. So see if they try that. You'd think if McGuffey is, they're going to be playing safe mode right here. Defensive, I'd send a few defensive backs, some safeties deep. McEwen is the lone deep safety right now. Brookman playing well off. That's going to be a kneel down there by Govern, and that'll do it for the first half. So what a wild and crazy finish here with the pick six by McGuffey, bringing them a little bit closer. Your score at halftime, Southmoreland 27, McGuffey 14. We'll be back for the halftime show here in a few minutes. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by AR8 Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Welcome back here to Russ Grimm Field. We're at halftime. It's 27-14 in favor of Southmoreland over McGuffey, but it could have been worse. And we'll get to that reason why here in a second. To start off, Southmoreland took their opening possession down the field. They had they were helped by an interference call in the end zone that gave them another chance at a fourth down play, and it would end up being a pass on a halfback option from Trayvon Lee to Isaac Trout. Trout's first touchdown of the evening. The extra point was good, made it 7-0. And right at the end of the first quarter, their quarterback, Anthony Govern, took the quarterback sneak in from 7 yards out. That extra point, they botched the snap, so the extra point no good. They were up 13-0 at that point. McGuffey finally got on the board. They took the next drive right down the field. They finished it off with the Jeremiah Johnson 9-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. 7:45 to go right after that. Isaac Trout gets a 55-yard run on a reverse play, takes it 55 yards to the house. Extra point good on that one. And then it was 20-7 Southmoreland. And that was followed by a 30-yard pass from Govern to J.J. Bloom in the end zone. And that one came with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. With the extra point, that made it 27-7. And McGuffey had a drive that was taking them all the way down near the red zone, and they stalled on that drive. And we thought at that point, with just about 20 seconds or so left, that Southmoreland was going to, maybe kneel on and take the halftime with a 27-7 lead. But instead, they drop back to pass. Govern throws one over the middle. It's picked off by Ethan Dietrich, and he takes it to the house for the pick six. Extra point made that one 27-14. That's how he closed out the first half. And now McGuffey's going to get the ball to start the second.
So, you're really going to see them come out. I think they're come out a little bit stronger in the second half than we saw them come out in the first half of this game. Obviously, you have some first-game jitters. It's the first time under the lights, first time in front of a big crowd. It's essentially your first performance of the year.
Yeah.
I understand either team is going to have some jitters. We saw some penalties early on. We saw some bad plays from either side of the field here on McGuffey and Southmoreland. But the point being is, as you said, you're going to have the momentum carry over into McGuffey's favor, hopefully, here in the second half. Obviously, a lot of good things to take away, even though there were some bad. But again, it's only week one of a very long season.
Yep, and we're back here after the week 0 halftime show by the Triple Live High School Sports Network. That's going to be by Don Rebel and company. They will be coming on, and we will we'll have you getting ready for the second half right after that. Or listen to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by AR8 Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Big news, historic news. The WPIL will be returning to Heinz Field not in one day, but two days. Thanksgiving weekend, 2 games on Friday, 3 games Saturday, 5 total games at Heinz Field to cap off the district championships.
It's exciting news. It's something that fans have talked about for a long time. If you're a fan who likes to go to Heinz Field and watch the championships, you're going to like it twice as much this year. Because for years people said, hey, why can't you go 2 days? Why can't you get more than 4 games? And it just never worked. Other years there were lots of things just factors that worked against it. This year, it kind of, as WPL Executive Director Amy Schoeneman called it, she said it was the perfect storm for it to happen. First off, you have to have Pitt and the Steelers both not at the stadium. They both play on the road that weekend. So you've got Thanksgiving on Thursday, and then the stadium's open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that leaves it open to go in there and to get the 2 days. You also have to have 5 champions at least playing on that same weekend, and that's all contingent on what the state bracket looks like. This year you've got 5 of them all on that same weekend. So they'll play, like you said, 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. I think it'll be a great weekend, except for 6A. They have to play a week earlier. They don't quite fit into that bracket to get to play on that weekend.
Yeah, that's usually it's been since they've gone to 6 classifications. Some of the smaller classifications have missed out. This year it will be the largest. 6A, their championships will either be Friday or Saturday at a high school site to be determined the weekend before Thanksgiving. We'll talk about that and the playoff format for the WPIL playoffs when the WPIAL halftime show continues on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? SE Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at SE Tire. We do tires and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Don Rebel, Chris Harlan back here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hope you're enjoying the game you're listening to here in week 0 from the Excella Health Studios. We continue on. Let's talk about the format now. 6A, again, they're going to be a week earlier. It's going to be a short playoff because there's only 8 teams. But instead of 4 teams going into the semifinals, the first team, whoever finishes first gets a bye, 2 versus 5, 3 versus A, almost a 16-team bracket. It's 15 teams, so the top team will get a first-round bye. 3 conferences, it's the top 5 teams from those conferences make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, and essentially the WPL came up with a new formula. It used to be, you would have different number of qualifiers from different conferences, and it wasn't always a set formula for how they decided that. This time now it's pretty simple. If you've got 8 teams in your conference, you get 5 playoff qualifiers. That's what happened in 6A. If you've got 7 or 6 teams in your conference, you get to send 4 teams to the playoffs. If you have a 5-team conference, then 3 teams go to the playoffs. So it's nice and simple. Going in, there's no need for the wild cards and the sitting to count tiebreaker points. Hey, if we're in a 5-team conference, if we get in the top 3, we're going to the playoffs. I think that makes it a lot simpler going into the year. People kind of know what the goal is and what it takes to get there.
Gardner points, WPL tiebreaker points really won't be a factor unless there's multiple teams tying for final playoff spots, like 3 teams tied for 4th place and they all beat each other. Then
classifications, who gets those? And also the way the playoffs are structured, the first round games are all going to be on the home field of the higher seed. The better seed gets the home game. But only conference champions are guaranteed that home game. So you could finish second in your conference and end up going on the road somewhere. So again, there's some added emphasis, and I like that too. Win your conference, you're at home. If you don't win your conference, then it's in the committee's hands, whether you're at home or on the road.
Good stuff. We won't test anybody on this, but we will as we get into the stretch around week 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll sort of keep everybody fresh and remind folks the new playoff format. Next week, halftime show, Chris and I will talk about teams to watch this year, and then in 2 weeks, the WPIL players to watch. Good stuff as always. Chris Harlan. SE Tire and Export Tire, your local tire experts. They work hard to earn your business. They have your size tire in stock installed today. All the best brands at the best tire prices. SE Tire, conveniently located on Route 51 in Bell Vernon. Export Tire, located on Old William Penn Highway in Export. Shop their tires online and check out their Google reviews. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Southmoreland Band. The band is under the field direction of Julian Wadsworth. Our commanding officers are Rachel Springer and Maddie Williams.
Showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
Welcome back here to Russ Grimm Field, home of the Southmoreland Scotties. They lead your McGuffey Highlanders at halftime 27-14, and we've got about 2.5 minutes left on the halftime clock. One thing that Jason wanted us to mention this week, with that a longtime teacher and coaching staple over the McGuffey Highlanders, Mr. Robert Westerman, passed away at home with his family, and he was loved and will be sadly missed, and did want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with the family of Mr. Westerman. And they also just announced here they had a member of their press box crew who worked not only the press box here at Southmoreland, but also the high school basketball scoreboard, many other things here. Gentleman passed away over the past years. They gave him a moment of silence as well. Dare I say, Zach, that it is starting to cool down a bit here, maybe? I mean, I show still high 70s on the weather app here, but it feels like maybe it's a little less humid, which would be the biggest thing.
Let's go with the old how red is the top of my forehead right now?
It's glistening, let's put it that way.
Okay, so I think it's still safe to say it's pretty hot.
It is. It's a little better than it was. 77 it says.
We'll deal
right
with it
now,
though.
and the feels like indicators also right 77. But we've got a couple minutes here. They put the warm up 3 minutes on the clock, so both teams are out getting stretched back out here. And as we mentioned before, McGuffey will have the ball to start this second half. So we'll be back here for the second half kickoff. Once again, this is Rusty Pettit alongside Zach Waters. It is week 0 or opening night here of the 2021 McGuffey Highlander high school football season. Glad to have you along with us, and look forward to having you with us all season long. We'll be right back here after one last shout out from our sponsors at halftime on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Welcome back to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and also being carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network at triblivehighschoolsports.com. Zach Waters alongside Rusty Pettit. And Rusty, you ever have any plumbing issues you've ever come arise?
I have.
Deal with them?
Just like everybody. Yep. Yeah, what is this?
You know, I think when everybody tries to turn to the experts, one of the experts they should turn to is McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in downtown Washington, supporting your home and business since 1952. Turn to the experts when asking who, what, how, when, and why. The answer, McKean. Give them a call, 724-225-6260, or check them out online at mckeanplumbing.com.
As McGuffey comes out to line up for the receive the kick, I'll give you a couple scores we got in. Franklin Regional rolling over Plum right now, 27-6. And East Allegheny up big on Jeanette, 26-0. Brentwood up 50. No, that's not Brentwood. What do we got here? Brentwood trailing Keystone Oaks 14-0. Mount Pleasant up big, 34-0 over Burrell. Union leads Mohawk 27-14. Central Valley shutting out Knock 21-0. McKeesport up 20-0 over Baldwin. And Seneca Valley, last I saw, was trailing the Moon. Waynesburg on a tight one, 27-26 over Carmichael's at the half. That is a Greene County brawl.
Here's another good one. Ken McMillan blanking Trinity right now, 27-0. And Chartier Shoes on top of Fort Cherry, 7.
End over end. Now across the throw, a fumble on the play, and it's going to be, looks like recovered by the Scotties. Wow, what a break for Southmoreland. That was going to be excellent field position. And I think the ball carrier, I believe that was 28.
You are correct, partner, 28.
Morgan Shriver, and they just ripped the ball out. And Southmoreland, instead of McGuffey having the ball near midfield, Southmoreland's going to take over in McGuffey territory at the 47-yard line. So they already have the 27-14 lead. McGuffey, with that big interception in return for the touchdown at the end of the first half, looked to maybe get it within one score. But right now, Southmoreland has another idea. Not the way you want to start off the second half here, but they're going to come out here in a single back formation, 4 wideouts, all in them tight for Southmoreland. Govern under center. And gives it to the tailback and pushing forward for a couple yards. I believe that's Noah Phillips. And he gets a couple down to the 45.
And making the stop for the Highlanders on that play, number 22, Ethan Dietrich, was able to hold.
High formation here behind Govern. Jeffrey Johnson, the tailback. They're going to give it to him. Left side's got a hole, 10. And trying to break a tackle, but is eventually brought down after a gain of about 5 near the 7-yard line.
Making initial contact with him was Kyle Brookman, kind of stopping him for a short gain. And Brookman looks to be a little bit shaken up.
Johnson going to stay on the field here. As the quarterback, Anthony Govern, heads back to the huddle. Kind of got a hustle here. He was taking his time, but they're down to 10 seconds, and we're going to have a injury timeout for McGuffey. There's a player over there looks like maybe cramped up on the far side of the field. So we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
I'm Bob Champ from Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. We're always looking for new ways to improve our service. Now you can visit our website at shearhvac.com and join the chat to ask any questions you have. You can also text us 24/7 for service and installation at 724-222-1830. We have 72 months financing. Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. shearhvac.com, PA 9737.
All right, back here, and let's see, did you get a number on that? Whoever it was walked off on their own power after they got them stretched out, but I did not see who that was. To go here inside the 10-yard line for Southmoreland. Govern in the shotgun, wants to take it over the right side. He's at the 5, pushes the tackler into the end zone for the touchdown. Second touchdown run of the day by Govern. This one from 7 yards out, and Southmoreland makes it 33-14.
You saw the hole open up on the B side there on the right side of the line. I'm sorry, hits the B gap on the right side of the line, has his own number. It's wide open, and nothing but daylight as he waltzes into the south end zone.
Kaler on to attempt the extra point. Snap is down. Kick is low, but it is good. So 10:09 to go in the third quarter. Now a 20-point lead again for Southmoreland, 34-14. Right back here on McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Biggie's Pizza, located at 210 Main Street in Claysville, is proud to announce they've added a second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling, serving your favorite pizza, wings, calzones, strombolis, salads, and don't forget to ask them about their brand new Mini Biggie, Mini Boli, and the all-new apple pie pizza dessert. Delivery and carryout options are available. Every day, a one large, one-topping pizza, cheesy breadsticks, and a 2-liter of pop is only $22.99. Stop in and see them, 210 Main Street in downtown Claysville, where their second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling. Biggie's Pizza, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right. Well, all that momentum that McGuffey had gotten right before the half, Southmoreland snatched it right back, getting the turnover on the second half kickoff and marching it right down the field for a touchdown. Back out to a 20-point lead here for the Scotties. 10:09 to go in the third. It's going to be, who's back deep here? We got some new return. Man, I believe that's Malachi Ely. And who else? Is that Brookman on the other side? It is. Yes. 5 now, over the 30. Stutter step gets tackled as he crosses the 30 up near the 33-yard line. First down and 10, McGuffey. They'll mark him at the 34. That's where the Highlanders will take over. Southmoreland getting fired up after that last score.
As you said, the momentum has kind of switched from McGuffey and snatched back by Southmoreland, but McGuffey's going to have pretty decent field position on this next drive. Hopefully maybe waltz down the field and dance into the end zone to have somewhat of a pulse here in the second half.
Philip McEwen under center here, first down and 10, ball at the 34. And in motion is Ely. Give it to the fullback, or try to. Instead, McEwen's going to have to keep it and tries to fight back the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose maybe a yard. That'll bring up second down and 11. That was a blown-up play from the beginning there.
You saw the linebackers make the call. They tapped out.
McEwen slow to get up.
They tapped out on the defensive linemen to take their blockers outward and allowed the linebackers to kind of fill the A-gap there, and that's what was executed perfectly, and that's what stopped that play dead in its tracks.
All right, so they're going to look at Philip McEwen's left leg here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron & Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron & Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field, and McEwen is able to walk off the field as under his own power, but he will have to come out for a play. So we'll see who lines up under center here. Logan Carlisle, the freshman quarterback, we thought might get some playing time tonight, but he's out with what Jason said. I thought he heard was maybe an ankle, possibly. So right now it's going to be Ethan Janovich coming in to take this snap. 2nd down and 11. Man in motions, Brookman. They give it to him on the sweep. He's going to try to get the corner. Instead, cuts up, runs over at least one tackler, gets out to the 35. Pickup of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
It looks like Brookman's cramping up. He's trying to stretch himself out. And it looks like we're going to have another official timeout on the field.
Yeah, we talked about this coming in. It's hot and humid tonight. The cramping could be an issue, and it seems to be catching up the Highlanders right now, beginning of the second half. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried to the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out? Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule a free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
All right, back here after injury timeout to Kyle Brookman. He is walking off under his own power. Looked like a cramp, and they were working on, I thought, both legs there. Definitely stretching out that left leg as he walks off with a slight limp, but he'll come out for a play too, and it's a 3rd down and 9. Now we'll see if is McEwen back out there. Who we got taking the stand? No, it's going to be Janovich again taking the snap as McEwen had left couple plays earlier. Janovich under center again. 3rd down and 14. It's Connor Crow in motion. They fake it to him. Janovich rolling out to the right. Wants to pass. Still looking. Throws downfield. He's got a man. Oh, wow. They had Ely wide open. He had 2 receivers there. The problem was Donnelly jumped up and blocked it. Malachi Ely was wide open, though, with first down yardage behind him. Would have made an easy catch. But Donnelly gets a hand on it. Instead, it's going to be 4th and 14, and McGuffey will have to punt.
It's unfortunate whenever you can't have clear communications between your receivers. And again, as you said, one screamed first down, the other screamed close to a first down. And for McGuffey, another missed opportunity right there.
So Connor Crow will be doing the punting here. Jeremiah Johnson had been doing the punting. I do not see him out there right now. Oh, snap up again. This time he stopped again. He might even lost a half a yard. Nice tackle there by Logan Smith coming in, grabbing him by the waist and sagging back, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
You also saw number 70, Reno Presto, the freshman defensive tackle. He's 6'1", 235. He was able to get a stop on the running back there, and his momentum kind of helped surge him back for a loss of about a half yard.
Third down and goal now. Ball back at the 2. Play clock under 6. They're going to have to hustle. This close to a delay game, and nope, they're going to have to call timeout.
Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, welcome back here. Third down and goal from the 2 now for Southmoreland. After 2 attempts to get it in, they'll try a third here. And no, reverse, and no, keeping it as Govern. He's going to try to get the right side, dives for the pylon and gets it. Anthony Govern runs it in for his third rushing touchdown of the day, this time from 2 yards out. That one comes with 7:06 left in the third.
Looks like we have an official timeout on the field.
And what is that? We got a McGuffey player down right about where Govern dove out of bounds. Looks like maybe another cramp.
But the touchdown does stand for Southmoreland, and they're putting on the Ritz right now.
So I can't see. Is they still stretching him out?
They're still stretching him out.
Let's take a quick break. We're back here for the PAT then.
Speaking of breaks, if there's ever a break in your drain line or gas line or water line, you're looking to have it replaced, be sure to call McKean Plumbing and Heating. Turn to the experts at McKean, who will always have you the 8 West Chestnut Street in downtown Washington. Visit them online, McKeanPlumbingandHeating.com, or give them a call at 724-225-6260.
All right, we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Ray Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
All right, here's the extra point attempt here for Southmoreland. Kaler on the field. Snap is down. Kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 7:06 to go, it is now Southmoreland 41 and McGuffey 14. So Southmoreland pouring it on here tonight. They, other than the one mistake right before the half when they threw the pick six, they have been in control of this contest from the beginning. And their offense has moved the ball through the air efficiently. Then when they've needed to, they've been able to run a little bit. McGuffey's defense not able to stop that passing attack. And it's been the story of the night. McGuffey here in the second half, the mistakes as far as the fumble on the kickoff and then the botched snap on the punt have definitely hurt, but they also have been having a lot of injury issues with cramping, it looks like, here in the second half. And it is a humid night tonight. It's one of those nights where you got to drink a ton of water. I mean, we've been going through it up here for sure in the press box, and we're just sitting still. But, I mean, it's muggy tonight.
Muggy is the word of the night, I would feel in this instance, their partner. And as far as McGuffey, I mean, 41-14. You still have some game left, but it's going to be almost impossible for them to try to pull out the impossible, trailing as much as they are right now. But again, week 0, week 1, however you want to look at it at this point, you still got a lot of time left on the clock. You still have some time to make some good things happen here in this game and make it interesting. I'm not counting them out, but there's still a lot of things to be worked on. But again, very long season ahead here for the Highlanders, and you can't judge them just off of one game.
Number 15, Charles Wagers, in to receive this kick along with Malachi Ely. This one's going to head towards Ely. Takes it at the 18, up over the 20, 25. Gets back towards the middle of the field, the 30, and brought down there by a host of tacklers, although that pile is moving forward. It's going to move out across the 35 near the 38-yard line. That'll be where McGuffey takes over first down and 10 with 6:54 to go in the third. Philip McEwen back on the field here. He had left during that last series with what looked to be like a cramp of his own. Had Ethan Janovich come in for a bit, running some plays. But now McEwen back in there under center.
Wait for one more player to come out onto the field for the Highlanders.
Ryan Keith, 6'1" sophomore wide receiver. He is going to line up on the right side. Lining up to the left is Travis Wright, number 84. First down and 10, McGuffey. Man of motions, Ely. They pitch it to him. Wants to head up the middle. Back to the line of scrimmage and pushes forward from maybe a yard before he's brought down. That'll be a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
He tries to step inside, but not before he's met by half of the Southmoreland defense.
1 yard gain on the play, 2nd and 9 at the Highlander 39.
Number 20. Is that 28 running in? I think that is Morgan Shriver that brought in the play. Second down and 9 for the Highlanders. We have a whistle and a flag. That looks like delay of game. And that is the call from the back judge. We will have a 5-yard penalty. It'll make it 2nd down and 14 for McGuffey. Clock stops at 6:05 remaining in the third.
Football set at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 13.
Highlanders are going to come out here and try it again.
Ball now at the 34-yard line. McEwen under center. Pitch it to Ely. Tries to get the corner over the 35 and hit as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be a gain of 4.
He tried to take it to the outside. He was met there. I believe that was Corey Ansel, who was able to stop him and stand him up.
The Highlanders face 3rd down and 10 at their own 38.
3rd down and 10, McGuffey. Ball at their own 38-yard line. McEwen goes under center. And in motion is Ely. Give it inside and breaking one tackle, but then getting swarmed under there. Get a number for you here in a second. That was 23. That was Kyle Brookman. He's back on the field. He gets a gain of 3 out to the 41. That'll bring up, should be 4th down and 7.
Kessler on the tackle along with Knopsnyder also as well for Southmoreland.
McGuffey keeping the offense, looks like, on the field here, and why not? You're down 41-14, under 5 to go in the third. Here's 4th down and 7. And in motion is Brookman. Fake it to him. Oh, McEwen's in trouble. Going to try to run up the field. He's got the 45. Breaks a tackle. He's got the first down to 50 and gets across to the 45-yard line of Southmoreland. He definitely made something out of nothing there as he wanted to pass, and then as he cut up field, he had a ton of traffic to navigate through. But he's able to weave his way out to the Southmoreland 45 and keep this drive alive for the Highlanders.
Kessler was able to bring him down, but McEwen able to flash the ball up high and then tuck a run and really fake out the defense. Again, enough for a first down. McGuffey across midfield.
1st and 10 at the Southmoreland 45. Back to pass is McEwen. Deep drop back. Looking. Now rolling right. Gonna have to cut it up again, and is going to be brought down from behind after he gains a couple. He gets inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Defensively, Southmoreland, good job covering the two post routes there. I'm sorry, the 2 streak routes on either side of the field. The post route across the center was covered. McEwen did, again, what he's been doing great all night, just tucking the ball and running, and he makes a little something out of nothing for just a couple of yards.
2nd down and 8. Southmoreland 43-yard line. Oh, drop the snap. Pile move forward. I'm not sure who got it. Southmoreland saying they do. And so is the umpire. And they get the recovery. That is number 5. Che Knopsnyder recovers the fumbled snap, and Southmoreland will take over at their own 43-yard line with 3:20 to go in the 3rd. That is the, I guess you'd say the 3rd turnover of the second half alone. It's the 3rd official turnover of the game because they have the interception in the first half and then the fumbled kick return and then this. But I would also think Trayvon Lee gets hit, knocked back, but he's still on his feet, and he fights forward for a gain of about 3 yards. Going to mark him down. Referee on the far side puts him at the 46. That's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 with 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd.
Dietrich made the initial contact with the running back, but he bounces off him like a rubber ball on pavement.
Govern in the shotgun again. Gets it. Hands off again. Nice tackle in the backfield there by Evan Brookman. He was there about the same time the handoff was happening to the tailback, and that'll be a drop back for a loss of about 4. Bring up 3rd down and 11.
Somebody missed an assignment up front that allowed Brookman to come through untouched. Good job by Brookman in the defense. Looks like they have him for a loss of about 1.
Third and 11. 4 wideouts this time, 2 to each side. Govern is in the shotgun with Noah Phillips to his right. Gets a snap, looking left. Now looking back to the right. Got a man wide open. It's J.J. Bloom, and he's going to be brought down. And as there is no flag here, much to the chagrin of Southmoreland. It looked like it could have been, again, another pass interference as there was some contact, but this is going to go as an incomplete pass and bring up 4th down and 11. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first punt of the day by Southmoreland. Looks like Charles Wager is going to go back to return this kick, and it's going to be the kicker, Jake Kaler, for the Scotties doing the kicking duties.
Jake Kaler is in punt formation for the Scotties. Deep to receive for McGuffey is Charles Wagers.
Zone 20-yard line. Wagers will be punting from the Southmoreland 29.
Well, it's a low snag on the play. Kaler's going to go back and lay out it inside the 25, but I don't know if this is a false start or if it's offside. If it's offside McGuffey, that'll give Southmoreland another crack at this punt. And that's why you don't move the sticks that quickly, because now they got to go back. Oh, no, it was on. Okay, it was Southmoreland. Oh, we were moving back there, but This is a big break for McGuffey because it's going to give them the ball now all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They've got some work to do, but this is definitely the best starting field position they've had.
Definitely an opportunity now to take some of that momentum that was harnessed by Southmoreland. Again, kind of flip-flop it back to the Highlanders if at all possible right now.
So 1st and 10 McGuffey at the Southmoreland 24, and we have a timeout on the field. It's going to be Southmoreland's timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Back here after the timeout. There's 1:43 left in the third quarter. And right now it's Scotties of Southmoreland in control, 41-14 over McGuffey. But McGuffey getting a bit of a break here with the they had already had their own bad snap on a punt. This was going to be Southmoreland's first punt of the night, but that snap went on the ground, and Kaler covered it up inside the 25 at the 24-yard line, so that's where the Highlanders will take over 1st and 10. McEwen will set up shop right there. Man in motion is Ely. Pitch it to him. Tries to follow his quarterback up the middle, gets a couple. He pushes down towards the 27, maybe the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Not much of a hole there on the right side. The Scotties defense did a good job of taking Donley clear out of the play, allowing Ely's hole to shrink right before his eyes for a little gain.
McEwen under center. Man in motion is Brookman. They pitch to him. Makes a move outside. Nice stiff arm at the 25. Cuts inside at the 20. Spins around. Still pushing forward. Gets down to the 15. And he's going to be about, no, are they going to give him the 14? If he's at the 14, that may be a first down.
I think it'll be enough for a first down. I mean, you see he had his legs pumping and churning, and he wasn't stopping. There were 3 Scotties that ended up bringing him down, one of which was number 9, Trey Wetzel, one of the guys who was able to wrap him up.
First down and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. Under 45 seconds to go now in this third quarter. McEwen goes under center. Oh, we had another move on the right guard there.
Well, it worked out kind of nicely because you saw once the snap came back to the quarterback, McEwen was actually fumbled. So the false start on the Highlanders there kind of helps them but hinders them at the same time.
Josh
I know that's
Plants,
a double negative.
Guard there, going to be penalized 5 yards. That'll put it back at the 19-yard line. So first down and 15 with 30 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. They're going to wind that clock now. Should be the last play of the third quarter. And in motion is Ely. They're going to fake it to him. They gave it to the fullback up the middle. Donnelly with the carry, and he gets across the line of scrimmage down to about the 17-yard line. It's a gain of a couple. That's the end of the third quarter. Southmoreland leads McGuffey 41-14 after 3. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
All right, back here at Russ Grimm Field, former NFL great and former assistant coach of the Steelers, actually, for several years.
Speaking of the Steelers, they're playing their final preseason game tonight on the road in Charlotte against the Panthers.
They were trailing, but that's one of those games where hardly any starters actually play in that one. All right, 2nd down and 13, they're calling it here, and that's going to be a fake pitch. McEwen wants to pass. Now he's pushed out to the left side. He's going to fake the pump fake. Nice. Down to the 15, he gets hit there and brought down. That's going to be a nice gain down to the 10-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd and 6. But good job by McEwen. He didn't have anybody open, but he used his pump fake nicely to freeze that defender and get a couple extra yards. All right. 3rd down and 6. Ball right at the 10-yard line of Southmoreland. Man in motion. Ely, they're going to keep it with the quarterback up the middle. McEwen, he dives towards the 5. He's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. He's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Definitely 4-down territory here.
Yeah, he was very close to getting the 1st down. He tried to extend out there with all of his might, but unfortunately, as we said, about a half yard short. Looks like a substitution being made for Southmoreland right now. So 4th and 1 for McGuffey.
Need to get just to about the 4-yard line here if they can for the 1st. Ely in motion again. And keeping it is McEwen. Oh, wow, he got pulled down hard from behind. I think he got the 1st down, but that was very close to a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, he was able to kind of bounce out to that slight opening on the right side of the line, and
1st and goal.
He did his best impression of Clark Kent Superman, it looked like, to get the 1st down.
Gain of 2. They're at the 3-yard line here. Going to try to punch this in. 10:18 to go here in the game. And in motion is Ely again. Give it to the fullback Donnelly, but he runs into a wall. Going to try to get some help from his friends pushing forward, and going to be no gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
It just looked like an all-out brawl between the lines there. Who's going to have the greater force of allowing who to cross the line?
2nd and goal at the 2.
Under 9.5 to go here at Russ Grimm Field.
2nd down and goal. Ball still, actually they gave him a yard. So we're at the 2-yard line now. And in motion this time, Brookman. Oh no, McEwen gets a late pitch off to Brookman, but he's going to have to fall on it. That would have been a better idea, just to kind of sit where you were if you're McEwen. Instead, he pitched back to Brookman, but nothing he can do, and he's going to take the loss back to the 11. So 3rd down and goal now, way back at the 11-yard line.
Too much momentum coming off the front 4 of Southmoreland right now. They're almost overpowering the offensive line for the Highlanders.
Make that the 11-yard line. 3rd and goal at the 11.
McEwen under center. And in motion's Ely. Going to fake it to him. Rolling out. McEwen wants to pass. Throws left side of the end zone. He's got a man there, and it's a touchdown. That's Kyle Brookman on the 11-yard reception. And that one comes with 8:27 to go in the 4th quarter.
And it looks like McGuffey is going to potentially line up to go for 2 here.
The first touchdown pass of the year for Kyle Brookman. Offense does stay on the field, as my partner pointed out. McEwen's going to line up here, right here at the 3-yard line. Try for the 2-point conversion. Give it to McEwen. He's going to plow forward and dive in for the 2. So with that 2-point conversion, the score is now Southmoreland 41, McGuffey 22. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
I'm Bob Champ from Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. We're always looking for new ways to improve our service. Now you can visit our website at shearhvac.com and join the chat to ask any questions you have. You can also text us 24/7 for service and installation at 724-222-1830. We have 72 months.
Govern comes out of the huddle, and he will line up in the I formation. Hands off to the tailback, and he's going to be brought down maybe for a loss of 1, actually. That is Jeffries, and, yeah, he's going to lose a yard back to the 49, so 2nd down and 11.
Reno Presto stopping him for a loss.
Sorry,
of about
Jeffrey
1.
Johnson. Said Jeffries, Jeffrey Johnson.
Were you thinking Jim Jeffries, a comedian?
Yeah. Under 8 to go here. And Southmoreland looking to take some time off the clock as they have the 19-point lead. If you're McGuffey, you need to get one of those turnovers back. I formation again. Govern goes under center. And hands off to the fullback, and he's hit in the backfield. They might lose even another yard. Back to the 48. Second, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
Southmoreland trying to go with the short game. Trying to stop him there was Evan Brookman on the stop. 25 seconds on the play clock. They're just playing time and distance right now.
It's 3rd down and 12. They need to get to the McGuffey 40 for a 1st down. This time Govern sets up in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Trout. He's going to give him the ball on the swing. No, he keeps it. Now he's up the middle, and he gets tripped up as he crosses the 50. He'll be short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7. Logan Smith on that tackle. So, see what Southmoreland does. They tried 1 punt attempt, but that snap was not even close to getting back to Kaler. So it looks like they might keep the offense on the field here. Huge play coming up for the McGuffey defense with 6.5 to go here and counting. Maybe a quick kick here by Govern, possibly.
Very good observation.
And he's going to run, and he gets hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. So McGuffey takes over right at midfield, actually inside Southmoreland territory at the 49. So 6:18 to go, but they need 3 scores, so they're going to have to score quick.
And Brookman come up with the big stop that halted the quarterback right in his tracks. 6:18 left. 3 scores almost does seem out of reach, but I think McGuffey's going to make it interesting here.
49-yard line is where they spot it, right center of the field. McEwen heads up the line of scrimmage. Going to send Brookman over to the slot left side. Back to pass is McEwen. Blitz off the right side. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Down the field. He's got a man, but it's going to be, nice play there. A defensive play by the wide receiver. That looked like, is that Zach Wright down there, I think? And he broke that up. Otherwise, that very well could have been picked off.
He knew the pass was way out of his.
Sorry, Travis Wright. Travis Wright, number 84.
Yes, he knew the pass was out of his hands. The fact that he was able to kind of get a hand on it, I should say.
We'll say this. McEwen gets a zip on that ball. 6:10 to go after the clock has stopped that incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the Southmoreland 49. And a high pitch to the 50. Cuts outside. Nice move with the 45. Gets across the 40. 1st down inside the 40-yard line near the 38. Pickup of 11. That'll stop the clock for a bit as they get the chain set. 6:02 to go.
I mean, if you're Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton, to really try to throw off Southmoreland, maybe you'd want to try to go with the hurry-up offense to keep them guessing. that we could maybe kind of gas down the defense a little bit.
Man in motion is Ely. Brookman up the middle. 35-30. Outside of the 25 and tripped up there as he crosses the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Another first down. Nice run by Brookman, and that'll stop the clock with 5:30 until they set the chains, which he wound that before the change was set. This referee wants to head home. He's got a hot date.
Bloom with the stop.
Not only they didn't have the ball set, they didn't have the stick in place yet either, and he's already winding it. Yeah. Not that, there's only 5 minutes left, but still. That was the shortest stop for a first down I've ever seen. McEwen takes a snap, and Brookman up the middle again, bounces outside, now back inside of the 20, gets tackled as he crosses the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 5. Clock winds down under 5 minutes to go.
They're seeing some success with that inside trap there to the split side of the field.
They gave him the 18s. That's a gain of 6.
And McGuffey's just building momentum, partner.
I like the way they're finishing out this game, for sure. Just too many mistakes early on. McEwen under center, 2nd down and 4. Ely in motion. And giving it up the middle to the fullback. That was Dietrich. And he got a couple. He's down to the 16-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Also in on the play, Corey Ansel. Gain is to the 16-yard line, 3rd and 2.
And in motion's Brookman. They pitch it to him. He wants to head inside. Gets a block. He's got the first down. 10, 5, still on his feet. Spins around. Oh, he dropped the ball. I thought he was down. And they're going to say he was down around the 1-yard line or right around the half-yard line. The ball came out as he kind of bounced off the turf.
Still McGuffey comes up with the ball, but take it, what would that be?
It'll be 1st and goal around the half-yard line.
1st and goal.
They wind the clock. Once again, yardstick's not set yet, but now it is. It's again not going to make a whole lot of difference here, but 1st and goal. McEwen under center. Brookman in motion. They pitch it to him, and he drops it. And he tries to pick it up. It's going to be the Scotties, and heading down the field here is one of the defensive linemen trying to be chased down, and it is going to be the quarterback McEwen who does finally track him down to the 40-yard line of McGuffey. But just as it looked like McGuffey might make this a little bit more respectable on the scoreboard, Southmoreland gets the big turnover, and they'll take over with 3:12 to go here in the 4th.
That's almost a kiss of death for the Highlanders right there. That's been the theme of the game tonight. Turnover, turnover, turnover. And it looks like it's going to be a long week of film and practice for this Highlanders squad going into next week against Brownsville at home.
So Southmoreland will take over here, leading 41-22. Govern will go under center, 4 wide. They're all in tight. Hands off here on the sweep, and that is Bass around the 40 and gets tripped up there. Nice open field tackle by Travis Wright at the 37-yard line.
Honestly, Southmoreland can just run out the clock here.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up here at the 37. Clock winds down under 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We never did get a name for number 35, did we?
Unfortunately, we did.
Govern gets a snap, gives it to his tailback. Jeffrey Johnson bounces out to the right and cuts upfield and gets across the 35 and eventually pushed out of bounds near the 33-yard line. That'll stop the clock. 2:16 to go and bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Gains to the
The first down marker is at the 30. And again, Southmoreland is kind of taking their good old time here. 15 seconds on the play clock as they come set to the line.
Shotgun, and Govern's going to keep it. Got a 30, 25, gets outside, breaks a tackle to 20, spun around and pushed out of bounds near the 15-yard line.
I think he was actually pushed out about the 9-yard line. That's what's going to be the official spot is the 9 where Governor
14.
pushed out.
They're at the 14.
I'm sorry, the 14.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Southmoreland.
They're going
They
to
wind the clock with 2:05 to go. Govern goes under center and gives it to Johnson. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Actually might lose a yard back to the 15.
28 with the stop. Do you have a 28 on your roster over there?
That is Morgan Shriver.
Okay, Shriver with the stop. Good job by him.
Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd and 11 at the 15.
And the clock's going to continue to wind again. Govern taking his good old time, walking into the huddle with the play from the sideline. Play clock just under 30 seconds, game clock under a minute 10. And honestly, they can just kind of ride this one out with 2 more downs of the ball.
Second down and 11. Govern this time in the shotgun. Johnson to his right. He gets the snap, going to hand it off to his tail. No, he fakes it over the middle. It's caught by 35, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown with 43 to go. Once again, sorry, we do not have his name.
We don't have a 35.
The big tight end, but he's going to catch a touchdown pass. Travell Colton, they said, I think. See if I have him on the roster. That was a 15-yard pass and catch. Travell Clayton, maybe. Yeah, that's him. Travell Clayton. He's listed as number 2 here on the roster. So
it's so ironic, though, how these rosters are never truly up to date. It's always a guessing game. And the kick's going to be blocked, and the point after attempt no good. So with 43.5 seconds left to go in the game, Southmoreland extends its lead over McGuffey, 47-22. And we'll go ahead and keep it here on the
15.
McGuffey Sports Network. And being powered by ARH Sports Shop on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
all right, so where are we at now? 47-22.
Mind you, our next broadcast coming up for varsity football will be next Friday night.
Yeah, first home game of the year. Looking forward to being back at Highlander Stadium.
Against Brownsville.
Southmoreland fans letting them hear it. They appreciate what they saw here tonight. It's been all Scotties all night long. They're up 47-22 here on the Highlanders, and they've done it on all sides of the ball. They had a very efficient offense. They did well on special teams and capitalized on mistakes, and their defense came with some big turnovers. So kudos to the Scotties getting off to a 1-0 start this year. McGuffey looked to rebound next week at home against Brownsville, and hopefully get some guys back out there. We haven't seen Jeremiah Johnson here for a little while. We know there were some guys cramping up. Back to receive this kickoff is going to be Malachi Ely and, once again, number 15, Charles Wagers. Kaler will do the kicking again here. Just about ready to wrap things up here from Ruscrim Stadium. Or Ruscrim Field, rather. End over end kicked, heading towards Ely, takes it to 22. He's at the 25, 30. Gets hit, bounces off a tackler across the 35 down near the 38-yard line. That'll be where McGuffey takes over with just over 37 seconds to go. See who comes out here.
McGuffey still has all 3 of its timeouts.
McEwen will come out to take the snap, it looks like.
Looks like everybody's still for first team with a few substitutions maybe. Some different wide receivers getting a couple different looks at here to end the game. Coming on for McGuffey, number 4, Christian Cipoletti. The lineup is one of the wide receivers to the short side of the field.
First down and 10, McGuffey. And in motion, we have a flag from the back judge again. I don't know if this is, it wasn't delay of game, but maybe too many people in the field for Southmoreland.
Yep, Southmoreland.
Legal substitution. So it'll make it 1st and 5. They'll march that out to the 43-yard line.
That 5-yard mark-off will set the football at the Highlander 43.
So they'll go ahead and give it another try here.
Healy in motion. McEwen rolls out to the left. Looking downfield. He's got a man wide open. Number 11 is going way over his head. Oh, man, he had Ryan Keith open. He had beat his man to the outside, but McEwen just a little too much on that pass.
And he stopped and he saw Keith 10 yards open downfield and just too much pepper on that strong arm of McEwen. The first down marker at the 48 of McGuffey.
2nd down and 5. Ely, motion again. McEwen in trouble. Gets up the field. Tries to get the first down. Does get it. Across 50 and 45. Lowers the shoulder and runs out of bounds inside the Southmoreland 45 with 21 seconds to go. He's down to the 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, McGuffey.
You saw the outside backer trailing up from behind McEwen, number 43, over it. And McEwen was able to sense his presence. He tucks the ball and he kind of jukes and drives his way inside the line and then steps out. So good pickup for the McGuffey defense here, or offense, that is.
1st down and 10. And a motion is Ely. And they get it to, whoa, who's that? That's a big number there, 62 on the handoff. That is Nick Sprouse. That might be the last play of the game. He's tackled. Well, no, we got to have a timeout. And, yeah, it was you don't see number 62 get a handoff very often. 13.2 seconds left. That'll be a timeout for McGuffey. I believe that's their first of the half.
I believe that is their first of the half.
Get as many reps in as they can here early on in the season.
But hopefully next week it won't be this hot and humid and they won't be going through as much water and experiencing cramps the way these players have tonight. But, you know, water's pretty important during the early parts of the season here, staying hydrated, and they preach that to you. Drink water, drink Gatorade, stretch out in between, stretch during, if you can, if you're on the sideline, just to try to stay limber. I mean, we saw a number of players with cramps here tonight in this game.
McEwen here after the 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Back to pass. Got guy streaking down the field, now he has to run it. He'll try to get to the sideline, he does, and he's going to be tackled out of as he goes out of bounds. And he might have picked up a yard. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 5. Probably one more play to go here as we got 6.6 seconds on the clock. Maybe one last shot at the end zone. Southmoreland dropping their defensive backs deep. Malachi Ely going to line up in the slot right. 3 wide here for McGuffey. McEwen takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking down the field. Throws over the middle. He's got Brookman. It's going to be incomplete.
And there's
clock with 1.3 left.
1 second left on the clock.
So we will, I guess, have one more play. It's the 4th down play.
be on to Brownsville next week, as we said, to start the season at home for McGuffey.
All right, well, it should be the last play of the game here. McEwen under center. It's 4th down and 5, just inside the 40-yard line of Southmoreland. Back to pass goes McEwen, looking down the field. Throws deep down the left side. He's got a man down there. It is Ryan Keith. It's going to be incomplete. That'll do it. Final score, Southmoreland 47, McGuffey 22. We're right back here to wrap things up on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
All right, welcome back here to Russ Grimm Field. Final score, Southmoreland 47, McGuffey 22. We thought going into halftime, McGuffey had a little bit of momentum after that pick six, put on within 2 scores, but they fumbled the second half kickoff, and it was all downhill from there. Southmoreland able to capitalize with a 7-yard run by Govern. The extra point was good. Then they followed that up with another 2-yard run by their quarterback, Anthony Govern. And that one, after the extra point, made it 41-14. Going into the fourth quarter, McGuffey from Philip McEwen to Kyle Brookman. Extra point made it 41-22. But McGuffey knocking on the door at least one more time, but turned the ball over deep in Southmoreland territory, and they were able to take it down and actually score one more touchdown, the 15-yard pass from Govern to Trayvell Clayton, and that made your final score 47-22. So, yeah, rough one tonight for the opening night for the Highlanders. Lot of mistakes on pretty much every aspect. You had the defensive backs getting beat early, and you had turnovers in the offense, and then you had some sloppy special teams play. So lots to look at in the film room this week, and you got a week to get back on your feet. You got a home game against Brownsville next week, so it's a quick turnaround, and hopefully a better showing next week. And as you mentioned, hopefully a little bit more better weather, so not so much cramping. It looked like they were really having a hard time that second half with the cramps.
I mean, it's a shame that you have to come out and start the season against a conference opponent. I mean, Southmoreland definitely is a very talented squad. They proved themselves loyal here tonight. McGuffey, a lot of work to be done here, as you said, a lot of film to be watching between tomorrow and next Friday night against Brownsville. And some good things to take away, some bad things to take away. I'd say the bad kind of outweigh the good at this point. But you show this one in your back pocket, and you just simply move on. This week is done, and on to the next.
Yep, they will open their home part of the schedule next week against Brownsville. So I hope to have you back on board with us there at Highlander Stadium. Look forward to seeing you there. And if you can't be there, we'll see you online as you'll listen to us and watch us. So thanks so much.